Watching how the defense played, it wasn't surprising to me that he didn't start, because he just honestly is kind of a bruiser back there. And those kids were able to shut down most everyone without just coming in like a ton of bricks. But then we didn't play at all. I thought it was kind of weird.
Biggest revelation was that Kelsey was into chicks.
Ladies and gentlemen, let us welcome the national teams of the Northern Mariana Islands and Guam.
Brad, I think we're on.
What a great angle.
Wow, that's perfect.
That is a great angle. Look at that. Dude, that's just great. Hey, Leilani is with number 11. Summer Manahani. The guy got the look back shot. You guys ready for us?
We have the pleasure to invite the Northern Mariana Islands Football Association President Jerry Tan, the Guam Football Association Vice President George Lai.
I saw it.
Okay.
The Northern Mariana Islands Football Association Vice President Vicky Izuka. The Northern Mariana Islands Football Association Executive Committee members Alex Saban and Catherine Attal-Covis. Robert Coates, General Manager of our Cup sponsor Crown Plaza Resort Saipan. The Northern Mariana Islands Football Association General Secretary Ross Zapanta. The Northern Mariana Islands Football Association Deputy General Secretary Merlin Tolentino. And the Northern Mariana Islands Football Association Treasurer.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It looks like we are back and ready with the women's game that's going to be starting here. It's exciting times. The women opened up with a 5-1 victory over Guam 2 days ago. Are they going to have the same kind of success today? We're going to find out tonight.
And they have a real chance to let the NMI win both Marianas Cup for men and women's here tonight. Unprecedented time for the NMI soccer.
Yeah, we're actually, it seems like we're a little exhausted. That's because we are. It was absolutely incredible. I mean, we had a little bit of time to recover, but we're going to pause out here for the national anthems.
Please stand up for the national anthem of GUAM. The national anthem of the Northern Mariana Islands.
All right, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. We are back here at the National Training Center here in Coblerville, Saipan, for the final game of the 2023 Marianas Cup, featuring the women of Guam and the women of the NMI.
Wow, it's going to be an exciting match. First game, NMI came out on top 5-1, but towards the end of that game, Guam started to really pull it together and play a lot better. So I look for them to build on that last 10-15 minutes in that previous game and come out strong in the first half here.
Well, we ended up building on the amount of fans that we have. We have more fans for this game than what we've had in the first game with the men, and the men's game was just a stellar game.
Yeah, stunning game. Can't believe that the NMI men were able to score 3 goals against Guam and pull out that victory. Puts them on, it gives them the Marianas Cup. First time ever, Brad.
And we're going to find out if the women can take it too. So this is the exciting part for us. The refs are also going peachy for this second game, and it looks to be even more exciting than the first. So the women came out and won 5-1 2 nights ago, and we'll see now that they're playing under the lights. It's going to be a lot cooler out here. See if they have that same initial burst, just like the men's team did when they played at night.
Yeah, the Guam men's came out really fast-paced in their first game. Maybe the Guam women are going to try that same strategy. It worked really well for the Guam men in that first game, and see what happens here with the ladies.
Yeah, you know, Guam, I'm still trying to figure out their colors, because when you look at, they've got the dark colors on, like what the NMI played with the other night, and there's no hint of that orange color that they had in those other unis. So I don't know how that fits in the color scheme.
I really do not know. I noticed it wasn't in their original color scheme when I started playing them way back when, but at some point along the way they added that orange in there. Here's the toss.
Yeah, the coin toss, we're going to find out. You win. All right, so the 2 captains out there. Tonight's going to be Diane Pablo for the NMI, and it's going to be Aria Cruz. And Pablo out there getting the band. Last time it was Gwen Borja, and then she ended up handing it off, but Borja is starting, but she's not going to be that. So we already got the introductions of the players all lined up, and we're going to see if the women can come out here and knock out their second win in just a couple of days against this Guam team that really turned up the heat toward the end of the last game.
Yeah, and that's, I think, if you're Guam, I think that's what you got to build on. You got to talk about how you did at the end of that game, not at the beginning. Man, the crowd is going crazy out there to start this off. It's so loud. I don't know that I've ever been to an NMI sporting event that was that loud. Just that little burst. Got the drums out there, got the drums on this side. Fans all around the sidelines here on every section of fence, watching this game from everywhere. It's just an exciting time for NMI soccer.
Well, it is, and it's exciting because we're able to bring this to you wherever you're watching, whether you're here at the training center or you're watching somewhere in the CNMI, in Guam, or around the world. We're brought to you by IT&E, providing us with the high-speed broadband. If we didn't have that, we would not be able to do this for you. So IT&E is giving us their fiber connection, the high-speed connection that lets us stream this to you. We would not be able to do it without them, and we also wouldn't be able to do it without the other sponsors for hosting this event. We've got Triple J Enterprises, IT&E, Tom Shulin Foundation, Crown Plaza Resort, Dickerson and Quinn, Island Apparel, GPPC, Quality Distributors, USA Fanter Corporation, and Take Care Insurance. Well, it looks like the NMI is going to be defending to start off. Guam won the toss, and they're going to get the ball to get this party started. That is the countdown. Listen to the fans. There we go, and we are off. And the Guam is going to work it up the left side of the field, and the women now are going head-to-head on the field. The drummers are playing, and wow, it is game on here for the final game of the 2023 Marianas Cup. All right, working it up the field is Benevente. Benevente bumping with Emily Walton, or Benevente bumping with Gwen Borja. And the foul is going to go in the NMI's favor. Guam not too happy about that, but hey, there's going to be a lot more calls during the game. Itaas is over here on our left side.
Malakuti's right here telling her where that ball needs to go. Now she's backing up. Definitely within the 10 yards, though.
Yes, and they're going to work it back to Pablo. Pablo going to get it back to Itaas. Itaas and Malakuti. Malakuti sliding out. Beneventi's going to send it down the field. Pablo's going to go with Haddock giving chase. Also, Jada Hahn is out there starting. She actually looked great in the last game. I think they put her on too late, and now she's out there as a starter. You'll see her causing a little trouble up top.
Yeah, when they first came in, they looked like they had 3 forwards for Guam. Now they kind of sunk back into a little triangle there.
Well, the NMI now, they're going to give it a ride. Wow, and send it down, and you can see the Captain Cruz running back there for it. That boot came off from Deshea Mendiola, a different keeper than what we had the other day. So get another new look for the NMI team. All right, running through the middle, that's Taitagui. Going to work it around to the outside to Cruz. Cruz, fleet of foot. She actually looks a step faster than last time she was on the field. Oh, and that one's going to get sent back by Walton. And now the NMI cruising in there. Byerly back out there again. Ball going to be sent past Kenny all the way over to Benevente, and Malakuti's calling for it, but now it's going to be ill-advised. Hahn is asking for it too, and they're going to send it in that general direction where Haddock's going there and Athalig's going too, but scooped up by the keeper.
Yeah, Athalig did a good job to shield that off. Didn't want to work too hard there starting the game off, just kept it simple, let the keeper pick that up.
And Mendiola giving that one a ride over the midfield stripe, and now it's going to be fielded. Number 9, got to dish it back. Back over to the side, and look at them. A lot of action in the middle of the field, and now coming all the way across and coming back to Itaas. Itaas going to send it back to the keeper and try and get everybody to reset. Guam not pushing too hard there right now, so that's a good idea. It's a good move. And that's going to be Athalig moving it up the side. A little slow playing it there for Pia.
Pia just flipped that one out of bounds, tried to milk it down the line.
All right, Haddock now with the ball, and she's going to send it up forward. That's going to roll out of bounds harmlessly, and it's going to be a goal kick for the NMI. I almost feel like I got to change the colors.
Yeah. One thing that I think we noticed in the last game is that Guam didn't put a lot of pressure on the NMI backfield there. The forwards look a little higher to me tonight. I haven't seen them put a ton of pressure up there, but
that's an error going right to Hahn. Just waiting right for her. Mendiola gave her nice shoulder work by Athalig and Hahn. They are rough and tumble. Neither one willing to give any ground. And now they're coming back. She's getting a card.
Wow.
A yellow.
That's early yellow for one of your center defenders. That's a tough spot to be in.
Just a little too much extra.
Really sort of unnecessary. Even if you lose the ball there, Hahn doesn't have anything more than a good cross opportunity.
Well, so that was part of trailing by a lot last game. Hahn was one of those people who was always trying to make her presence felt, and it's already happening here. It looks like we got a cross coming over, and that one's going to be off ahead and out of bounds, and it looks like it's going to set up a corner.
Yeah, interesting they have Benevente taking this. Last game they had Malakuti taking a lot of these corners and free kicks. She's one of their taller players, so it's good to see her in there in the mix to get these headers.
All right, she gives the sign. Here comes the boot. It's going to be low and kicked out. Again, Benevente, she's going to dish it back out to Ragadillo, and that's going to go out again. It's good to see her back in there. She went off with an injury last game. Oh, geez, a nice little shoulder work again. The ball's going to be out, but Costales out there giving a little more than, giving a liberal amount of shoulder. All right, Cruz is out there, and she's going to work it. She already called to Benevente, said, hey, I'm going to send it to you, and she's got it now. And now, that's Wynn Borja. Can she save it? She does keep it in bounds with a great touch, and she sweeps it down the field over to Costales. A little bit of a threat, and the fans are getting excited when they see Castillo moving up there.
Yep, Guam was able to just kick that out of bounds and get back and reset now.
Well, Itaas is going to be walking up. And there's the throw. Yikes. Difficult to see there.
Yep, into Gwen, but just touched out of bounds. She didn't really have space to make that turn well. Guam's got the throw in down there on the line.
Right there, that's a much better angle that we got there. We could use that all day. All right, headed in there by Itaas, fielded by Caitlin. Caitlin's going to get it back to Itaas. Itaas looking around. Caitlin's calling for it. She gets it. And she's got some open people running. Someone's giving her a run down the field, but no, she's going to get it over there to Costales. Costales is going to put it back over there to Castillo, who's got Gwen Borja on the left-hand side. She's going to send it over to the middle. Is there anyone there? They do field it. And a shot coming in. Costales is coming back, though, the other way. The captain is going to send it to nobody. Han wasn't ready for it. They just needed a little breathing room, and they got it, but Borja is back now. She's going to walk it over. She's got someone streaking there. Is she going to send her? No, she is not. Casarino was looking for the ball, and there was no ball for Casarino. Now it's going to go out to the outside again. They're going to move it up there, and some Summer Manahani is going to go down that side, and that's going to be a corner.
Out for a corner. Little mistake by Ragadillo there. She had time to turn it around and play it out the sideline, but just kind of hit it out the touchline there.
The drums are in full effect here tonight.
Stereo drums, both sides of the field even.
All right, well, we've got Gwen Borja walking out there to take this corner in no particular hurry. It is 0-0, folks. If you're just tuning in, we are 7.5 minutes into this 90-minute contest. The final game of the 2023 Marianas Cup between the NMI and GUAM. The ladies U23s and extras. Hey, kiddo. Great job. And also there's my daughter down there. She's not playing, but she's cheering them on.
Soon enough, Brad, soon enough.
All right, here comes the cross. And it's still in the air. It's open, and it's going to be on top of the net.
Oh, that was an awkward clearance by Guam. It was a defender, hit it back towards the net even, and it just cleared over the crossbar.
It's going to be a corner all over again. And so Gwen is going to go back and take this one again. And these contests, I'll tell you, don't just showcase these players for our fans, but they really do serve as role models for the up-and-coming youth who are out here serving as volunteers and just fans, just being fans. Here comes the ball from Borja. It's a great boot. Oh, and that one's still in there. Haddock's got it, and it gets sent away by Kenny, it looked like. And so there's Han. Han taking her time up there and giving run for it. Oh, great challenge by Costales. Costales, it's going to be out of bounds. It's going to be Guam's ball. Nope, it's going to be CNMI's ball. And that is Itaas who's going to get it back to Pablo. Pablo going to bring it back over to Caitlin. Caitlin's going to send it outside to Pia. Pia's working her way up there. Ball way ahead of her. Casarino going to get back and going to get back to Caitlin, who's going to send it for Borja. And she is offsides. And the fans are going nuts. Borja throws her hands up like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, I watched that replay. She's a step or two offsides there. The defender kind of came back to the ball as Caitlin was winding up, and Gwen just stayed put her in offside position.
All right, well, Kenny's got the ball now, and she is lining up trying to direct the Guam traffic, and here comes her boot. And it's going to come down, but it's going to be fielded by Borja, who tries to one-touch it over to Castillo, but not to happen. Nice 50-50 ball. Now Guam's pressing the attack on the left-hand side. It looks like some of the familiar players that we had. And Han is in there again, bumping into Haddock, and a little miscommunication. And now they're going to start building an attack on the right-hand side. Oh, great move by Castillo. She made a most out of nothing there. And, wow, Casarino. She got a little hitch in her giddy up now. We'll see if she's able to shake that off. Anyway, coming up on the left-hand side there, looks like Walton. Walton trying to come up there, but it's going to come all the way back to Atalig, and now we're going to wait for the foul. It's going to be out of bounds.
Couldn't quite save that one. Well, the women are looking pretty good so far. Both sides are playing tough. Nobody's really seeming to come out as the big aggressor yet, but here we go.
Well, Pia's outside, and she gets challenged by Haddock right away, and it's going to roll all the way back down there to Athalig. Athalig's going to throw it back up to Pia. Pia's going to bring it back in to Caitlin. Caitlin's going to throw it back to Athalig, is going to shift it over to Pablo, and probably it to Os. Yes, she does, and she's looking for Gwen Borja over here. It's going to come to the outside. Castillo's giving her a run over here. You got Casarino in the middle, and she finds her. She's going to dish it back to Costalos. Costalos is going to get over to Caitlin, and the NMI now is going to reset and reboot. Getting a good run down the right-hand side, and they're going to reward that effort by throwing the ball out there for her. But Kenny is there for the Guam women to kick that out of bounds. No, picked up by Ragadillo. Ragadillo going to send it up and to save that, but now Caitlin Chavez got the ball. She's going to start working it across to Ita Oz. Got a nice touch on it, and she starts to move up. And Gwen Borjas coming on the left-hand side, marked tightly by Benavente, not getting anywhere there. And Ita Oz with a nice overlapping run. And Benavente covering her. Ita Oz tries to send it over, but it's picked up easily by the keeper, Byerly. Easy for me to say. Hey, I want to say thanks to everyone who's out there watching, especially the CNMI's first 2 goals scorer, Mark McDonald. He's out there. I'm sure he's appreciating the action right now, but he used to be a part of this action. Great to see you. Thanks for welcoming or joining our audience out here tonight. All right, the ball is back in play. Game is still 0-0. We're 12-16 into the first half.
Ladies working it down the right side there.
Yeah, they're working that with a sweet move. And that's Manahani. Manahani still out there battling, but Taitagui was just too good on defense, and she was a ball shark last game, too.
NMI's making some great progress passing it around, but Guam's kind of been in there taking the ball away after a few good passes most times.
Oh, geez, looks like a handball there, but looks like we're going to be okay. It's going to go out of bounds. A little tumble there for Caitlin. You want her to get up pretty quick.
Yeah, it looks like it's a foul on Guam, but Caitlin's staying down over there. That's not a good sign.
No, that is not a good sign. Hopefully she's fine. Casarino there to try and help her out, along with Pia. You're going to help her up. They definitely don't want to see her out of the game. Some serious drums going on. The NMI getting ready again. We got a throw in. CNMI giving Guam a little good run here to start the game. Again, the final game of the 4-game Marianas Cup. 2 being played by the men, 2 being played by the women. The men, just prior to this game, the men of the NMI beating Guam 3-0 with goals from Sunjun Tenorio, Mark Tobez. Oh, and there's a great boot. Is that going to find it? It is not going to find it. It's going to go out of bounds harmlessly. And also, Tanapun Unsa, but we know him as Baby Jack. He told us after that game that he had been practicing that PK against every time he played Pyrie. He tried to get that same goal.
A free kick. He's done it several times.
All right, well, Han's going to get it back to Kenny. Kenny's going to send it all the way back over to Cruz, the captain, getting a bad touch on it, able to save it, but she's kind of trapped down there in the corner, and she's going to feed it up the left side to Han, who's playing pretty shallow. She's going to chip it back over to Taitagui. Taitagui, oh, that was a slide from behind.
Rough tackle.
That was really rough. I thought that may have been in card territory from behind.
It was pretty close. It was not a nice tackle, and it was definitely unwarranted.
Well, speaking of cards, I don't think she'll be getting a Christmas card from Taitagui this year after that slide tackle.
Probably not. She's probably getting crossed off the list on that one. Here comes the free kick. It's gonna be from just behind the half field there.
And it looks like they're gonna have Cruz take it, the captain. She's surveying the field, raising up her arm to get her teammates ready to go, and there's a great boot off of one of the NMI defenders, and it's still in the air. Borja is going for it, fighting for it, still getting good touches, chased by Benavente. She gets past Benavente and Haddock, and now she's going to throw it to the middle. Casarino going to one-touch her down the line, and it's going to go out of bounds.
Wow, that was some great work by Gwen there, beating 2 players out of the back. She just didn't have it in her on that last run, though.
Well, Hannah Cruz was in between playing some solid defense and not making it easy for him either. And then that ball was just a little too much. Well, they're trying to do it now all over again. Borja getting it back over to Costales. Costales working it around, seeing what's available to her. Trying to get it to Borja, but nothing there. Itaas going to get it. She's going to send it back to Pablo. Pablo's going to send it up to Castillo. Over to Costales. No, it's picked up by Chavez. Chavez going to send it all the way over to Pia. Pia gets a nice right foot on it, gets a nice left foot past Casarino, who gets it back over and out of bounds.
That was a nice idea. Just a little too much on that one down the line for Summer.
All right, well, Guam's going to throw it in, but Nanahani, I'll tell you, oh, geez, that got somebody. But she has been a menace to those Guamanians. She's played some real tough ball here, and she wins a lot of those 50-50 chances on the sideline. All right, there's going to be a throw-in, and it's going to come all the way back to Costales. Costales going to send it all the way over to Borja. No, it went off the head of Benavente. Oh, and now Malacuti running with Itaas. Nobody wanted the physicality there. You know who did? Benavente. She went in for a little piece right there. Oh, what a great play by Cruz, who's got the ball now running up the middle of the field. She's going to have to get rid of it. She's going to end up running out of real estate. She hands it over to Itaas, and now Gwen Borja's got it. Over to Caitlin Chavez. She's going to feed a streaky Manahane, but no, it's going to be broken up. Guam defense has been their strongest part of their team so far. Their backliners.
Oh, yeah, they're playing really good today. They've stopped everything the NMI has thrown in there.
All right, well, there is the throw. And Manahani is running down the field against Ragadillo, and Ragadillo just keeps getting those ball out of bounds. And it's going to be off of Manahani, and it's going to be a throw-in for Guam. Guam's going to throw it in, fielded by the captain. She's going to walk it up, and she's been holding on to the ball quite a bit, and it's going to get down to Benavente. Not a great toss. Should have went with the easy one to Kenny, but no. So Borja is going to give it back, and Ragadillo going to bring it up the left-hand side, looking for some one-on-one. She ends up getting it to Haddock. Haddock getting it back over there to Walton, but too long for her. And that is going to be an NMI throw. And that's Pia. She's going to throw it in to Aptelig. Aptelig, she's going to keep it going to Pablo. Probably going to come over to Itaas because it's just get wide open. And there's an opening here, but it's starting to close off the foot of Han. Han was closing. Malakuti with a great challenge, and she gets the ball, but Itaas not giving up. Itaas got the speed, and now she's just waiting to pass her, and she does bump her down. Not going to be a foul there.
Yep. So NMI's just gotta not telegraph that pass there into the middle. Itaas was looking for looked like Costales there maybe, but just kind of stared her down before she passed it to her.
Well, yeah, that telegraphing is not a good thing. Anyway, Pablo's got the ball. She gets it over to Costales, who swings it out there to Atleg, and they're going to try working up the right-hand side of the field now. Again, they're still probing, trying to find the weakness in this Guam defense, and so far, Guam defense not giving anything up. And Taitagui, though, fierce out there. Ragadillo in there on D. Trying to help out a little bit and force it. Now they got a little bit more room to breathe as Costales brings it up there. Gwen Borja's calling for it, and she does get it. She's outside. She's got to see what her first touch is going to be. She's taking it outside a little bit. Challenging. No, Benavente gets the best of that one and gets the ball. She's pulling it back again and getting no support from her teammates. She's got no outlet. The only thing she could do is kick it out of bounds.
Yeah, Benavente did a great job to win that first tackle, but then kind of wasn't confident trying to get around Gwen and just ended up kicking it out of bounds there.
All right, well, the ball is in. Borja just could not get past Benavente. Tripped up, yes. Nothing egregious, just one of those things. Malakuti coming in to step on the ball just to say, hey, we're going to make sure we get set up for this free kick.
And is that Gwen sitting on the ground?
Yes, it is. She's still down there. She hasn't gotten up yet. It looks like she's just stretching out,
making sure she's feeling good.
Yep. Chavez helping her off the ground. Casarino right there. All right, and that's where they're going to get lined up and ready to go. Free kick. who's taking it. It is going to be Gwen. And Chavez is running in there. It's a great boot. Oh, but it's going to be too far left. The fans going nuts, though.
All right.
Sure. Yeah, why not? Thank you. All right, thanks to whoever just got us sandwiches. Those are pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right, let's get back to soccer here. Cruz is going to get it back over to Hannah Cruz. Hannah Cruz is going to try to send it up to Malakuti, but nothing happening. Borja now has it. She's going to bring it across the middle. The referee in the way a little bit there.
Yeah,
but
quick
Chavez got
movement.
it. And Pia now on the right-hand side scanning. She's got help with Caitlin in
Chavez.
the middle, who's going to send it over to Gwen, who's in the middle. And they're battling between they're saying it's a handball on Hannah Cruz, but the referee who made the call?
Oh,
it looks like the call was made by Gwen.
Borjas, fourth official out there on the field, it seemed like, with that call. I'm going to say she was right. That was clearly a handball from my perspective up here. But I don't think referee could see it there. He's just relying on the players on the field to help him out.
Well, based on the legs that you've seen so far, who do you think you're going to give this? Who would you pick? I see who they're picking, but who would you pick? What would you do here?
For the play, to kick it in? Well, I mean, I probably would actually go with Caitlin just to see what she had.
Yeah, I'm with you. Well, that's a great move by Pia. She's like, forget you, Trey. Check me.
Yeah. We might have been wrong on that one. That was a great-looking shot from 30 yards out. That was pretty nice there. A little bit high, but maybe she gets to shoot again next time.
That was a case of me setting you up for failure. Sorry, partner. All right. Well, anyway, here's a great boot from Benavente. Going to send it up for Haddock, but it's going to be too far. And, wow, Athlete's really letting that go. I don't understand this. You're giving up a clear, easy opportunity.
That's a miscue by Adelaide there. She got 3v1. She can play it to either back, no problems. Instead, she lets it roll through and plays it back to the keeper, but gives her a hospital ball on that one. Almost cost her.
You hope that doesn't come back and they don't do anything else like that today, because Castillo having a good old time. She's getting it outside after making a few quick moves. And that's going to get Guam energized for sure after seeing a little chink in the armor. I think maybe they're going to find a weakness.
That's
going to be a great ball to Casarino. Casarino battling with Cruz. They're battling in the box. She's going down. She is going to be fine. It was all shoulder stuff. But look at that sportsmanship by Byerly, by the way, just saying, hey, you okay? And she said, yeah.
Nice. Yeah,
Kenny with the good ball.
Cruz had a great defense on that ball.
That was excellent. And she's a great player with a strong presence out there. She showed that. A very slight player, but nimble and willing to throw the body around. All right, now that's Borja working on this side. She's going to send it over to, well, nobody. It's sending it to Guam's captain, and she's going to send it up to Taitagui. She's got a streaking Walton. Caitlin Chavez giving chase all the way down to the defensive third. Walton cutting it back and going to bring it back to Taitagui. Taitagui looking around, and she's marked hard by Manahane and rushing in to save the day. Looked like Chavez helping out. Okay, well, the ball coming back again. Ragadillo, feisty out there. And Pia out there showing her skills. He's going to bring that ball in. And again, another dangerous play on the back line. It's puzzling, Trey, because they played so solid in their opening match. And now
I think it might be our advice for Guam to pressure the back line to see what happens, because they've been pressuring them and have resulted in a few iffy passes in the back.
Ooh, well, that was a nice trap. Again, those two are going at it all night, Cruz and Casarino. Now the ball's going to come across the middle, and Pia all the way back there. You'll try to let that thing ride. Say, Walton, I'm in the way. We're going to get a goal kick.
Yeah, I'm impressed that the CNMI ladies are letting some of those balls go through. Like that one, I think we could have easily grabbed that one and started playing it forward. Instead, she let it ride all the way back to the goal kick.
All right.
It's not late in the game. Shouldn't be tired yet.
Yeah, I'm watching some of the decisions where you're playing it to people who are marked pretty well. and some bad touches. I think they just need to get the bugs out a little bit.
Yep.
Maybe
Just a-
little opening game nerves. Maybe they feel that there's pressure on them. I don't know.
Yep. Just a few miscues here, but hopefully they can get it back together.
So no, see you hold on to it for too long. Anyway, they're going to get it out of bounds. A lot of quick touches in the first game, and now they're seems like just a couple extra
It's
seconds.
That little bit of indecision, whether somebody's marked a little bit or you just didn't have your plan set up when you receive the ball, but that's what's happening right now. They're just taking that extra half second too long.
Well, the NMI needs. See, this is another one for Athletic. So
that was just a miscue,
Yep.
but more of a physical problem than a mental problem there. But hopefully she'll get it back.
well, they depended on her in the first game. She
Yep.
came up
Played
so
super
big.
strong in the first game.
Yep. And this is so far has been a rough start for her, the young fullback. She's got it in her. She's got some greatness in there, but she needs to get back into her great form. All right, so it is going to be Malakuti this time going out there. Got some tall folks in there. You got Walton, you got Hahn, and Haddock's like, yeah, but I'm quick.
Yep.
Watch. Here's a great boot. Going in there,
Nice
is the
save.
keeper. And great positioning.
Chavez gets it out.
That was great positioning by Chavez to hold off. Kenny is in there, and she's got a great leg. Oh,
What
a
a
great
ball.
through ball. Is it offside?
Oh, what a
my
save!
Goodness, what a
Mendiola
stop.
coming through. That was not offsides. That was a great run there. She was even on that back line and made that diagonal run as the ball was played. Great save by Mendiola, keeping a clean sheet.
Well, as they went by, Gwen threw her arms up saying, offsides, offsides. Well, you still got to keep playing.
Yep.
Hahn over there marking the keeper right away, and now the NMI on the defensive after starting. Oh, look at that little push and match going in up there. Talk about all kinds of arms in there. And who is that with her? The ref's going to say, hey, Pia, what gives? You can't give Hannah that much of the business. And Hahn is getting a card.
No, I don't think anyone's getting
Or
a
just
card.
getting a warning.
Yeah, it's a
Okay.
warning all the way around. Amistad was nowhere near that play and could not see what was happening, but he knew he needed to see something. Nice move by Pia there, giving her a little shoulder after
Great
Amistad
header.
turned his back.
Malakuti running out for it. She's going to kick it out to Ragadillo. Ragadillo's going to kick it over, and it's going to go out of bounds, I hope, because this angle looked way too dangerous.
Yeah, that was a little more dangerous, but maybe on the field it felt easy, felt like it was going to go out, no problem.
Angles make a difference, I think.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Mendiola, she's going to send it out to Athelig. Athelig, again, the indecision. She's
Yeah,
letting
gotta
people
play that
get up
ball early
closer to
there.
her. And then it's going to go
that's a great
down
ball
the right
down the
side.
line.
Casarino going to go for it with Cruz again. No, just going to be behind. And Caitlin all over that one. What's she going to do? She's going to take a couple stutter steps. Athelig again. Haddock giving chase. Just seems like she's just a breath away from giving it away. All right, either way, Pia's got the ball. Seeing Chavez and seeing Pia give back to Athelig.
Clears it out of there.
And gives it back to Ragadillo. And
That's
Ragadillo
out.
loses it out of bounds. And
Adelaide
that's-
looked pretty uncomfortable in those last couple passes. Guam was really pinching down on that side. Maybe they're kind of keying in on that little indecision there and really trying to get in there and make something happen.
Well, you play on the back line an awful lot, Trey. What do you do if you've got one of your outside backs while you're locking down the middle? What are you going to tell them to try and get them back in the game?
Well, they just got to tell them keep your head up and don't worry. Like, just play your game. You got it. Get the nerves out. Here comes Guam again. Han's bringing it down.
And she's running some controlled stuff, but then just gave the ball away. Gave it to Borja, which she'll say thank you very much. And Costales is going to be in there again. She gave it away, but got it back, fortunately. Kenny there to break up that pass that was trying to be a through ball. Castillo over there. She's got Manahani. She's going to send her. No, she's going to try to send Casarino. Casarino and Benavente running for it. Byerly tried to come out, but then she ran back. Gwen's asking for it back here. And she gets it. Malakuti right on her, but not pressuring her at all, just trying to guard. I think she's just tired from running back. Gwen is going to dish it back. Dish it back to Pablo and back to Gwen. Gwen's got Itaas, who did an overlapping run. And then a nice little crossover. And here comes Itaas coming in with Kenny. Kenny has the big stick. knocking it out of the park.
Toss looks scared of that one. I think she probably could have beat her to that ball, but she feared that tackle, so I think she held up a little bit.
All right. Well, now they're going to go and get a new ball for IT&E, who's going to do the throw in here. And, well, a lot of craziness. Castillo's got the ball. She's going to send it over. Oh, that broke it up. Ragadillo, who's down on the
she's
ground.
down.
What happened to her? I don't know what happened, but she is in pain. She's holding her midsection as she's jogging off to the right side. She is clearly...
She does not feel good.
No,
Brad.
no, something is not right with her. Cruz is going over to check on her right now as the ball's out of bounds. Captain checking on her teammate. Bless you.
Thank you. I almost died.
It looks like she's going to walk it off, but she's clearly in discomfort.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. She was kind of by herself over there when she cleared that out, and she's jogging.
The ref is seeing it. He just went over to check on her, and she said she's
towards
fine.
the sideline, but I think she's just getting her position on that far side.
All right, well, Kenny's going to send it up and fielded by Haddock. Haddock didn't get a good touch on it, and she's splitting the team right there. And standing in the middle is Pablo, but Pablo gets past, and here comes Han. Hit the Ost goes in for a side kick, and Pia says, I'm going to just clean this up. And they're still scrapping. Costales is right there. Now Taitegui is there, and she's going to get it back to Ragadillo, who looks just fine now. She's going to send it up to Han, intercepted by Atelig, who still got the ball with sticky feet there. Can't get it off.
Oh, Atalig's got to be careful with that.
Threw her arms out there to try and stop it. Atelig looks hurt.
Yeah, Atalig
She looks hurt. Look at, you can see the way she's walking right now.
Does not seem like she's playing good and doesn't feel well.
Nope. That might have to be a coaching decision.
If you're
here
Coach
pretty
Koo,
soon.
I don't know what you're going to do there. I'm not sure who your next center back is. That's kind of like a keeper type position. You don't sub that out a lot.
Well, everybody's looking for a call on that one. It is going to be the CNMI's ball, but you know how it is. Soccer, there's always drama. Every call, every little touch, every little bump, everyone's looking for a major action from the official.
All right. Adelig's kneeling down there. I don't know that she's injured, but
tired?
She might be tired. Something's not 100%.
Oh, there is a yellow card delivered to Han.
Oh, wow. That's interesting, because Han was the one that Adelaide was kind of feistying with earlier.
Yep.
So I look for her to maybe change up how she's playing a little bit. Doesn't want to get kicked out of the game. Once you have that one yellow card, you're always a little more cautious going into tackles. The benefit for Han, though, is she plays up top. Sometimes in the defense, you have to strategically pick when to use your yellow card just to save some goals here and there. But Adelaide doesn't have that opportunity anymore.
Well, the game is on again, and I'll tell you, you don't want your team to be down a player because you pick up a second one. Oh, that one's going to go off of Kenny. Kenny's going to get it back to Benavente. He's going to send it back to Byerly. Byerly now going to work it back over. And the NMI giving no pressure at all on the defenders because they're just sitting back and letting them bring the game to them. And that might be some of it. Anyway, there's Hannah Cruz. Hannah Cruz working it out there to the left-hand side to Ragadillo. Ragadillo getting a little bad touch, but then she's got it back, and then she gets it over to Walton. Walton feeds it into the middle. Not getting to Han. Athlete getting it off of her foot, sending it over to Pablo with her matching pink cleats with her brother. Oh, a little push from behind from Hannah Cruz on Castillo. Castillo swings around and gives her a little bit of a little chop. And now she's chirping her on the field. I absolutely love this.
Yeah, they were smiling as they were both running away from that, but look for some more physical play between 13 and 8 there in the middle.
Hopefully some of those words do not get picked up by the microphones, guys. Don't worry, you've heard them before. We're just not going to tell them. All right, it's just a little slide from Caitlin, who's going out for something in the middle of the field. She gets it off to Castillo. Castillo to Casarino. Casarino going to feed it inside. This is a great opportunity for Manahane.
Play there.
Summer Manahane gets on NMI on the board with a great pass from Calcerino.
That was such a brilliant pass by Casarino. She was going one way, saw Manahani streaking on the other side, cut it back, slipped it right through there. Perfect. Defense had no clue what was going on there.
And the fans are going wild. The guys from the men's team are up here. They're standing up and clapping as well as Summer Manahani gives the NMI the lead in the 35th minute of the first half. So less than 10 remaining. In the first half, the NMI up 1-0, and Benevente bringing it up, and Gwen Borja gives a chase. Benevente gonna send it back harmlessly, but it's gonna go to Pia. Pia's gonna walk it up here on the right side to Caitlin. Caitlin back to Pia. Pia surveying, takes another touch, takes one more, sends it over, gets it back. They're telling her to send it back, but you see Han is right there waiting. And she makes a smart play over to Caitlin, who's going to send it over here. Costales, who's got immediate pressure from Haddock. And Pablo's going to send it out to Itaas. Gwen's asking for it, but she's marked pretty close too. For Malakuti, it's going to go out, and Benevente is going to pick it up and throw it. And I'll tell you, folks, it might not be hot from the sun out here, but it feels like there is just a curtain. Like a heavy blanket of moisture in the air.
I also
Wow. The field is slick. Itaas is still down.
Malakuti plays the ball.
She's popping up though. She was just laying there for a minute waiting to see if there's going to be. Han and Athletic mixing it up again.
Yeah.
Good hard play and a good hard action.
Yep. Great
no
shielding
foul
there.
on the play.
I guess
Itaas is
Itaas
going
not
back down
feeling
again.
great. Amazat's coming over to check her out.
No, she's back
waving
up.
him off. She's saying, "Step back, bro. I got this."
You blew the whistle for little old me? I'm fine. Well,
she does not look 100%, but I think she's going to play through it.
I think her 80% is still pretty awesome.
Yeah, she's pretty fast out there.
All right, and fierce. All right, so Pia is going to bring it back over to Caitlin. Caitlin's going to send it up the middle. Going to be past Casarino all the way back to Kenny, who's going to send it over to Benevente, where they got some real estate. Hannah Cruz is open here in the middle, but she's going to opt to go to Han. It's going to go off of Athlete's head. And we told you she's been a great defender. With her locking arms out there, Haddock and Caitlin. Caitlin gets the best of it. Costales ends up getting the ball. Casarino getting free. They're going to send it back out there to Manahane. Immediately pursued by Walton. Going to dish it back to Athlete, and they're going to reset.
Yeah, Manahane had a great turn there to get that one out of trouble.
And now Gwen is calling for it on the left-hand side, but Caitlin did not want to send it. Itaas going to make a short pass to Castillo. Castillo is going to send Gwen down the left-hand side. Can she catch it? Can she get it? She does. She gets the touch on it with the right foot. Here comes with the left. She's going to try to be at the end line, but it just went too far.
A little too much there. She thought she needed that space to get around Kenny there, but just hit it out of bounds.
Kenny. That's going to be a goal kick, so we'll see Byerly again. She's going to send it out like she seems to do all the time, getting out to Cruz. And why not? It's your captain, Ragadillo with the ball. She's going to send it back to Cruz as well. Couple of cruises. In fact, that she looks like she's going to send it all the way over to Benevente, and she does. Probably going to go back to Kenny. And that's a smart play. Kenny, they're really captaining that defense on that back line. She's going to send it up there, but intercepted by Caitlin. Caitlin to Costales. Costales up the middle to Castillo. Castillo back to Borja. Borja looks like she's going to try to send a through ball to Casarino. Does she have a left? Does she have it? And Kenny is going to make a valiant effort to get that ball out of bounds. Not even a corner kick, no, but it's going to be a throw-in for NMI.
Down there in the corner. Man, that was some great defending by Kenny. It looked like NMI had a real opportunity there, but she stayed with her foot for foot and managed to kick it out.
Really impressive stuff. Some great defending, some great attacking, but just overall great team play for both squads so far.
Yeah, Guam's looking pretty good out there. They're really shutting it down there on defense for the most part. Just that one miscue.
Well, now Itaas is out there still shaking her ankle out as she's walking down there for the ball. It's going to be a throw, right?
Yeah, it's a throw-in down there for Gwen.
But if your left back is dinged up, are you going to have her go down there to take that throw? Well, NMI says yes, and she kicks the ball away. And that's going to be a new reset. Benevente's going to chuck it down the field over everybody's head. Han's going to field it. And then she's going to try to get it to Malakuti, but IT&E winning that battle. Gwen, some great footwork, and going to send it back to reset over there to Pablo. Pablo back to Castalos, who's going to send it across the Pia. Got it wide open, Manahani on the right-hand side, but that window has closed. She's still open, but the fast burst for that transition is over. They're going to send it to her now, and she does get it. And she does get it around her, and now she's going to push. Casarino's just ahead of her. She's going to field it to her. And she's going to throw it up the middle for Castillo. Oh, and the ball is still free. And Cruz clears it. Gwen gets it. Is she going to give it a ride? No, Hannah Cruz is in the way. Kenny comes up there to clean it, and now it's going to go all the way back to the captain, Pablo, who's going to dish it back to Mendiola. Great opportunity for the NMI, and then Guam did a good job of getting rid of it.
Yeah. Got it all the way down there, so the NMI had to reset, get their Guam composure back.
Well, and they've got it, and they're already trying to reload. Is Casarino? No, it's Castalos. It's Casarino's going to get it back to IT&E. IT&E throwing it out to the left side to Borja. Borja in pursuit by Malakuti. No, she's just standing there to guide. Oh, and now Castalos has it. Lots of real estate. What's she going to do with it? She's looking around. She sees someone running in, and it's Pia. She gets it off to Pia. Pia with the big long boot. And a nice stop by Byerly.
Pia's got that great long-range shot coming up from the defensive back spot, giving it a ride.
Well, you got to game, respect game. Nice little punt by Byerly. It's going to be headed by IT&E, who got it from Han. Han didn't seem like she really wanted that one. And again, they're waiting for that ball. Athlete's got it now. She's got to get to it with a little more purpose, I think.
Yeah.
Anyway, she's got it. She's going to sling it back over to her captain, Pablo. Pablo is scoping around. Looks like she's going to dish it over to IT&E, painting herself into a corner, moving it up to Borja. Borja trying to get it back to IT&E. And Cecilia just kind of running circles there. Nice passing around her and not getting any help. Nobody giving her a run. So she's got to do it. No, but there is a good run now that comes in from Caitlin, but ran into traffic and she got dinged up in her ankle. Kenny is now coming through traffic, and it is just going the wrong way. Bragadillo going to field that one. Nice touch with the left leg. She's going to put it up to Walton. Walton now getting past one defender, feeding it in to Han. Han got to try to get it back over to Taitakui. Taitakui throwing it all the way over across field to Malakuti. And she's going to try to chase that down. IT&E not stabbing, playing great defense, trying to force nothing. And it's into Taitakui. Taitakui making a great turn. Han trying to get that ball. It's not happening. No, it's fielded by Caitlin. Caitlin with Casarino up there, and it is going to go to Casarino, who's got that sneaky speed. Cruz is right on her. Walton was given chase as well. And Castalos now has the ball. And we only have about a minute and a half of action left, barring any added time. Hannah Cruz going to kick that out of bounds, but it is going to be a corner.
I think it's a throw-in. Looked like the AR signaled up instead of down.
Oh, did it go up? It was really close from this angle. We'll see.
Yep, it was right there.
Yeah, it is. It is just going to be a plain old throw.
Yep.
Don't get too excited, folks.
One thing I noticed there at the end, it looked like the Guam strikers were kind of holding back on their pressure. Only Han was up in there. The other two that were pressuring earlier were holding back a little bit, kind of allowing the NMI defense to take a little more time and make some of those slower passes there. Not what you want to see down a goal. Guam's got to keep pressure on, I think.
Whoa, geez, it looks like Manahani's going to get a foul on that one. No card, but she gave Ragadillo the old raga push. And now, less than a minute left in the half. We're going to wait for the fourth official to throw up to tell us if there's any added time. I can't imagine there's going to be much, maybe 1 or 2 minutes at the most.
Yeah, there's been a lot of stoppages.
Nope, it's been pretty quick moving. Maybe there's going to be nothing. All right, well, here we go. Athlete going to send it back over to Chavez. Chavez kicking it outside to Pia. Pia going to throw it back to Athlete. And Guam content to let them do that. Haddock is going to jog up. They're talking about it, and she's going to go for it. And Caitlin, nobody's pursuing her. Jogging back leisurely. Manahane, again, like 5 seconds left in the half.
If I'm NMI, I've got 4 people in the back, and they're only pressuring 1 forward. I'm just passing it around.
Yep, and now there's 3 additional minutes. They just gave us the sign, 3 additional minutes of action here in the first half, and we are in that minute right now. So Borja is just tied up by Haddock and Malakuti.
Oh.
And
Interesting play by Borja there.
Looks like she tried to get a hand on him.
Yep.
All right, well, Caitlin got to come in. Typically there, what you going to do with the ball? She's going to send it back over to Pia.
Pia with an awkward
take a look.
touch.
It was Walton giving a great challenge there. Typically getting in there. And now Walton get back in there. Pablo going to come back around. And no pressure at all. She could open up a lunchbox and start sampling her halftime snack if she wanted to. But she opted to keep the play alive. Hannah Cruz gets the ball now in the middle. And no one's pressuring her either. I think people are ready to hit the showers for halftime. Gwen Borja runs in. Benevente just sends it back to Kenny. Kenny also has all day. She's forcing it up to Ragadillo. Ragadillo does not get a good touch. And now there's going to be a challenge out of bounds. It's going to be out of bounds.
Yep.
Sloppy play.
It looks like everyone wants to go sit down now. I think we might as well just call the half as is because nobody seems real interested in playing the last 2 minutes here.
You know who does? Everyone out there who's wearing a little pink penny or an orange penny.
Yes.
Those guys on the bench.
All the guys and girls on the bench hate sitting there all game, wishing they could go in. Let any of those folks in there, they're going to run their hearts out.
All right. Well, hard-fought action on the sidelines. Now the ball's coming back to Atalig, who's going to swing it over to the captain, Pablo. Han is pursuing a little bit. Itaas coming in. Malakuti keeping an eye. She's going to get it out to Gwen here on the left-hand side, who could send Castillo if Castillo wants to go on a run. Instead, she's ready to send a blocking move. Oh, beautiful pass. And Castillo got to get it, tried to feed it up to a streaking Manahani, but it wasn't there. Casarino getting bumped from behind by Cruz. Cruz playing some great defense. And Casarino going to get it back to Costales. Costales is now trying to streak in there, but Hannah Cruz is taking control, not Cruz control. And then it's going to come back to Kenny. Kenny's going to send it all the way over here up the right-hand side. And it's going to get picked up. Malakuti does not get the ball, but she ends up getting the throw in. She's going to throw it in right away to Benevente. Benevente and her lashes kicks it over to the middle of the field. Han picks it up. No, she doesn't because Caitlin gets the ball. She's just going to take it nice and easy back to Pia. And they know there's only less than a minute left. We just got seconds remaining in this added time. Nobody's giving anyone a run. This is where you just boot it down the field. Oh, dangerous, very dangerous to send it back when somebody's right on both of you guys. Anyway, Casarino got to get it back to Pablo.
Pablo's probably just going to run this out
smart.
There.
Gets it over to Itaas. Borja's got it. She's probably going to feed it back. And that's halftime. And the CNMI is going to go into the break with a 1-0 lead on Guam after a fantastic goal by Manahane from a great pass from Casarino.
Yeah. CNMI's got to be careful. That 1-0 lead is one of the more dangerous leads in football, right? Because you feel good, you feel like you played well, you're up, but all it takes is one miscue, and all of a sudden you're tied up, and the other team has all the momentum.
Oh, we got a great camera view of the fans in the stands. They are definitely having a great time, especially that fan.
Yes.
This is really looking great out there. Love to see you got the folks from Guam are here, the folks from the CNMI are here.
Everybody looks excited up there.
Here, there's Leo Pangolin and
some of the men's team out there cheering on the ladies.
And they are enjoying it. Look, we got the VIP seats. Those are really nice.
Yeah.
I need to get me one of those for when I come out here to watch the games. Well, it's great to see everybody out here, and it's great to see all you guys who are tuning in to watch the game. The first half is in the books, and the final game of the 2023 Marianas Cup. The CNMI women lead Guam 1-0. We got a 15-minute break, and we will be back. We'll still be broadcasting in the meantime, but the game action will be back in about 15 minutes. It is a humid night. It's not exactly hot, but it is definitely pretty sloppy.
Soupy out here. I feel like maybe there's like some smoke rolling through or something. It looks hazy a little bit to me too.
Well, that is just the moisture just hanging in the air on top of us. And then you can see a few people slipping and falling out there. I'm sure it's slick out there, too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a big wet spot over there next to the bench where Coach Mita got drenched with a full Gatorade jug full of water.
That is absolutely right. Well, man, I'll tell you, this has been, no matter how this game ends up, I know that it's going to be well played and everything, but this has been just a treat to be able to be out here and to host the Marianas Cup.
Yeah, it's awesome to be able to host things. This is a great venue for that. We just have a lot of nice stuff out here. We got great stands. Field is pristine looking.
Well, you know, I didn't even really appreciate it. Like, I know we have this field, it's the artificial turf, and it's got those little rubber beads in there and everything. But they actually run it through. There's like a raking system, like a brush that goes through to keep it all looking great. And these guys spent a lot of time trying to get this field looking better than it ever has to make sure that all these players here can play in the best surface possible.
Yep. And, I mean, I would prefer to play on lush grass than an artificial turf field. But the nice thing about this artificial turf field is, you know, you don't have to mow the grass, you don't have to deal with patches or filling holes or any of that sort of stuff. There is a whole procedure for it, but it's actually a lot less work, and you can control all the aspects of it. Where a grass field, if it rains, you got high grass. If it doesn't rain, you got dead grass. So that's what you got to work with.
Hey, I remember practicing with you out at the Ada pitch in dust clouds in the dry season. I mean, you literally are playing in a dust cloud because everybody's kicking it up and running all different sides of the field, and you're coughing on just the dirt dust while you're out there. Also, not exactly a smooth surface.
No.
Like, you see these sweet passes where we're able to give like A to B passes in a straight line. Well, you never knew what you were going to get.
That was a real home field advantage down there at Ada Field, because when you had folks like from Guam coming in, they had no clue how bad that field was, and they would think, I'm going to pass this guy 20 yards away from me, I'm going to pass it on the ground, it's going to be perfect. But as a person that played there every week, you knew that pass was not going where he thought it was going. You had a real opportunity to jump in there and grab that weird bouncing ball. So that's something that I think we weren't the first people to realize that field was not any good. There's some other folks that came to visit way in the past that also realized that it was not a great field. But this perfect artificial turf field here really smooths all that out and gets rid of that problem.
Well, you know who else didn't know what the field was like? The Irish national team, when they came out here in 2002. They came out here to get ready for the World Cup. Was that Korea?
It was Korea, Japan. Yep, they both
So
hosted
they were coming out for the World Cup, and they were going to practice in Saipan to try and get acclimated and everything. And when they saw the field, oh man, the movie is called Red Mist, the story about it. And they talked about playing on the Ada pitch that buried underneath it is a school bus. It's part of the landfill.
That's awesome. Yeah, I know Roy Keane was not excited about the field, and he did not want to stick around, and ended up not even playing in the World Cup because he got into a fight with the manager about basically what boiled down to the field.
All right, hey, we got another couple of guests who just came up here in the studio. Why don't you tell us who you are? You got to get close to the microphone.
Hello!
Go ahead.
Go first. Hi, my name is Princess Chloe, and I'm Leilani's friend.
Hello, my name is Leilani Rizala, and I am my father's daughter.
Hello, my name is Keone, and I am my father's son.
That's what they say. All right, well, hey, you guys, I see that you guys have these volunteer shirts on. Wait, do you want to tell us a little bit about what it's like being a volunteer for these games?
Well, for one thing, it's hot.
Yes.
Second, the ball players, they don't get to do a lot. But for us, who only have to escort the players and do one job and then it's finished, we have to watch the rest of the game. Well, we would do other activities such as watch the game, sit down, or run around crazy like me and my sister.
Nice.
Running around crazy, that sounds like a lot of fun.
Sounds like soccer.
Yeah.
Some of the soccer. How about you, Leilani?
It's cool when we walk the players to the field, because when we walk the men onto the field, I escorted a Guam person, and that was kind of cool.
Hey, Princess Chloe, come here. I got a question for you. Have you been watching the games?
Yes,
And what do you think so far?
pretty good.
Yeah? Do you play soccer also?
Yes.
Who's your team?
Kanoa.
Kanoa. All right. Well, they're a good club. They got a lot of good talent. But what do you think about the Buffalo Bills? I see you're wearing a Philadelphia Eagles shirt. I think that's your dad's team, right?
I like Philadelphia.
You know what team is even cooler than the Eagles? Buffalo Bills.
That is so true. That's
is
so
not
true.
true. That's not true.
That is double the truth, actually.
That is
Double
not
the
true.
truth. Wow.
Triple the truth.
Triple the truth.
All right, well, we're just playing now. But anyway, it's great to see you guys out here. I hope you're having fun. I hope you're enjoying the experience. But, hey, when you guys walk down, now be careful because you don't want to spill that and you don't want to fall down the ladder.
Danger.
Danger, 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 danger. Actually, the name...
Danger!
The name of the dog that we have now, Henry, we
Yeah.
were planning to call him Danger.
Oh.
My dad somehow talked us out of it. Good
No.
job, Dad.
You could have pretended you were juvenile every time you called his name. Danger!
Oh, my God. That's a great music reference. I don't know how many of you guys got it, but we did.
Yes.
Anyway, hey, we're having a good time up here. Want to say thanks to our sponsors for making this stuff happen. Not just giving you a commercial and lip service, folks, but I'll tell you, having the Marianas Cup wouldn't be possible without all these sponsors. And even if they did have it, we would not be able to broadcast this to you without the sponsors. So we've got IT&E, who's providing us with the bandwidth to make this possible. Again, we could be up here and we could be recording it and they could take it home afterwards, but you wouldn't be able to see it at home because this is not on TV. There is no live coverage for it on TV. There is no, even if it was on TV, you'd only be able to watch it here. The folks in Guam would be out of luck. They wouldn't be able to watch everybody. IT&E, the telecom provider for the entire Marianas, they thought it was important enough for them to sponsor this by giving us their access to their high-speed fiber and get all the broadband that we need to make this stuff work. We also got Triple J Enterprises. You see this booth that we're in? That's all Triple J. Triple J's, they contributed to the financial needs of the Marianas Cup. Also, the food for the players, food, drinks, fruits. We've got Tan Shu Lin Foundation, and I'll tell you, the only reason why soccer has turned into such a big deal here, not the only reason, but I would say a massive part of the reason is because of Jerry Tan and the Tan Shu Lin Foundation. When they decided to start the Football Association here in Saipan, we really were starting from square one. There was nothing. And now look at this. We went from having clubs with no names, just by region, by the neighborhoods that you were in, and then just having boot camps for people to learn about soccer. And we would do that at Memorial Park. We do it up at the airport field, and we did it at the Ada field. And now we have this state-of-the-art pitch. We just added another pitch. They're going to put in another training pitch. Folks, thank you so much for Jerry Tan and all of Tan Shu Lin Foundation for making this happen. Also want to say thanks to our other sponsors, Crown Plaza Resort, Dickerson and Quinn, Island Apparel, GPPC, Quality Distributors, USA Fanter Corporation, and Take Care Insurance. Now, sponsors super important, but how about the volunteers that came out here?
Man, we have so many kids and young soccer players out here helping out, and then we got a lot of folks organizing all those kids, right? I mean, I can't even organize my 2 kids, much less a whole army of like 50 of them running around. So I think those guys are really doing a great job out there, just organizing, everywhere that, you need to be here to escort this player, you guys need to do this, you need to hold the flag, you need to do that. A lot of great coordination there to make sure everything was just looked perfect tonight.
And and that's the tip of the iceberg, because the spirit of volunteerism within the FA is so massive. You've got all the coaches, you've got all the team managers, all the work that the parents do to get people back and forth. Then it's just a labor of love for the players and for the sport. There's people who volunteer who they don't get paid a nickel for anything they do out here. They don't even have kids. They just love the sport and they believe in it, and they want to make sure that it thrives here in the CNMI, and it's just such a wonderful thing to see. And it's really great to be a part of it. All we get to do right now is talk about it. We get to play it. We've been the beneficiaries of all this stuff.
Yep. I mean, we've had some great times. We got some free shirts here or there back in the day. Yeah. Back when we were playing, we did not have a nice training pitch. We did not have all this great stuff that they have now. But I mean, that's how we got here, right? We started from the bottom, now we're here, and like we just we kept going to tournaments, we kept sending teams. That's one thing that always impressed me, right? Like Jerry was always very adamant that we need to send teams. We would send teams to all sorts of, especially the youth events. We sent a lot of teams, and that's where a lot of these kids learned how to play soccer really, right? You can go to all the practices and all the trainings and play all the youth games in the CNMI, but when you're playing with a bunch of other kids who are either at your level, or if you're one of the better players on island, if they're below your level, you're not really getting better, right? The way you're getting better is you're going off island, you're playing those People's Republic of China, you're playing that South Korea team, you're playing that Japanese team, you're getting beat 18-0, 21-0, but it teaches you a valuable lesson early on in life that, hey, I'm the best person in Saipan, but I'm not even supposed to be on the field with these other teams. And it gives you that extra little bit that you go, I can't stop working here. I got to keep pushing. And that's what has resulted in NMI winning the first women's game, the men winning the second game, and the women leading 1-0 here in the second half of their second game. It's all that hard work. It's all those going off island to those small tournaments, big tournaments, every little thing, trying to get those extra games in.
Well, we've only got about 2 minutes before they kick off here for the second half, and it was a pretty evenly matched first half, although the NMI seemed to have the more of the offensive opportunities, but they were available for Guam. I wondered, Trey, you making any changes for either of the teams if you're the coaches?
I don't know how Coach Koo feels about his back line. I might consider subbing Adelig out. She has a yellow. She just looked off to me in that half, playing a little slow or just not focused. I'm not sure what it was. I might consider it. Looks like we had one sub. That's a Guam sub, though.
Okay, because that would have been Gwen coming out, but it's not. That's going to be Walton coming out.
And Walton came out last game as well. I think she played either a half or just over a half. So that's kind of maybe a normal substitution for them. But I think you could also stick with Adelig on the CNMI side. She was a stalwart in the first game. She played great. She's got it in her. But everybody has off days, and just coach probably talked to her and found out like how she's doing, or either gave her some pep talk there and sent her back out.
Well, I'll tell you what, she did have a rough start and probably early in the middle as well. But I think she started to turn it around a little bit. I just don't like the slow play. You got to have those quicker reactions in a game like this. And we gave up a great opportunity early, and Guam could have easily tied that game up were it not for a nice save by Mendiola.
Yeah, we're going to start this second half with NMI up 1-0. But yeah, you're right. Guam had a chance there at the end, and I don't think they're going to go away. I think it's going to be a hard-fought second half. They know they're still in it. It wasn't like the first game where they were down 3-0 at halftime. They're ready to play, and they're going to come out pushing hard, I think.
All right, well, you can see right below us here is going to be the new entry, Giselle Dahili. All right, now the NMI working it down on the back. That's Pia going to send it up to Manahani, giving chase. Back to Pia. Pia's going to send it back to Athlete, see if she gets it away really quick, and she does. Over to the captain, Pablo, who's going to pop it up there to Caitlin. Caitlin looking around. She's going to send it all the way over to Gwen. Gwen looking to do something with the Itas, giving a nice overlap run. She does that all the time, and it is stellar. All right, great ball work, great passing by the NMI. And Caitlin's going to send Manahani. Manahani is running down for it. She was totally outside for that one. Here comes the ball, going to give it back over to Castillo. Castillo going to try to let her rip, but not a good move. She really didn't have good placement on it.
That was a little bit tough. Manahani had a great run, but Guam had 6 ladies back in the box there, and NMI only had, looked like Castillo and Stalis up there, so not a lot of extra numbers. That was Casarino up there, not Castalis, my bad.
Well, it's good work, though, with Caitlin in the middle of the field to recognize that she had the open player streaking down the side and to feed her and to get that opportunity generated. All right, well, she's out there now again, and she's going to send it back over to Atlas, who sprinted for that ball. It was just a little too much for her. Probably could have let it go outside to Pia, but Pia was pushed up a little higher. All right, Athlete again. That ball just stuck on her, and she's waiting for someone to come over to her. She has to make those decisions quicker. It looks like she's making the same mistakes that she made early. All right, Casilio gonna get it out. Cruz gotta pick that up though for Guam. Guam got it for tight squeeze. Now got it for Han, who's just gonna send just a very bad ball out of bounds.
Not exactly sure what that was. It was interesting.
Well, she's tying her shoe, so maybe something happened.
Yeah, that's what happened. Shoe was messed up.
All right, well, Mendiola's gonna send it out to Athalig now. Looking, but gonna send it out there to Pia. Pia's gonna bring it down up the sidelines. Here it comes, right passes to Manahani. Manahani who's waiting for the ball instead of running to the ball. Now Ragadillo's got it. She's gonna feed it back over to Cruz. The captain with the ball, gonna try to short pass, doesn't work. And then Castillo's all over it. Gonna get it back to Ragadillo. She sees where she wants to go with it. Ends up going all the way up to Haddock and got through. And the big body of Pablo is in the way. And Caitlin was trying not to be all over Haddock, and yet at the same time was all over Haddock.
She started off all over and then tried to pull it back a notch, so Amazad wouldn't make that call, but he saw through it and went ahead and awarded the free kick to Guam.
All right, well, Benevente's going to take advantage of that. Guam is pushing up, and the
Guam keeps moving it forward.
Yep. It's like a little bit. Amazon's having none of that. He's like, hey, I didn't grow this beard,
looks so
not paying attention.
unimpressed by Amazad's telling her to push it back.
Oh, there's a great boot.
That's perfect ball.
Perfect placement. Mandiola's going to get it though. How that thing hits the ground,
I have no clue, because it looked like Han was making a great run through, just past her, so I thought Mendiola for sure was going to be able to snag that, but she let it bounce and then had to kind of fall on it in the box. Han was a bit unprepared. Actually, I think if she had realized it was going to fall through, she would have been on it.
well, now that they know that nobody's hungry enough to go get that out of the air, well, that one was taken out of the air by Chavez, but now Tightly put it up there for Han. Han getting a good run at it. Will she save it? She will not. And it will be a goal kick for the NMI.
I'll be interested to see how Han does in the second half. We only saw her for a half in the first game, so she was solid for that whole half, but let's see if she's got a full 90 minutes in her. She's been probably one of the most consistent forwards for Guam over both game and a half here.
What are they doing?
Looks like maybe we're doing a little shoe tying.
Oh no, fixing the leg. It's got to be difficult to try to adjust those long socks and that strap when you got those massive gloves on your hands. So getting a little help from your teammate goes a long way. Oh, we'll just pass it back and forth. In case you score, I'll get an assist.
Yep.
All right, that's going outside. Pia's going to dance around with it. That's going to go out of bounds.
Look out of bounds to us up here, and so does the AR thinks it's out of bounds.
It was out of bounds by a good 1.5 feet, maybe 2 feet.
Yeah, NMI's got to make a better plan coming out of the back there. They were really uncertain as to what was happening, just passing it back and forth, not really tricking Guam into where they're going.
Ragadillo with the big throw that goes in there, and now Honey not able to get it, and it's going to be a throw-in for Pia. Pia with some fancy footwork to get it back into her hands. She's looking back, of course not. She's going to throw it up the field, into the middle for Castillo. Having some trouble with it because she's getting all kinds of pressure from Dahilig, who just came in the game. There's Cruz. Cruz getting over to Dahilig. Dahilig right into the old tough region there. And that's going to go back to Kenny. Kenny's going to get it over to Cruz. Cruz going to take a look over to Ragadillo. Ragadillo lining it up, sending the ball down for Han. Han who's coming in with it like a force. She looks so big out there. And she's not sure. She's throwing her legs all over the place looking for someone to give it to. And that's going to be Cruz getting it back to Ragadillo. Ragadillo over to Cruz. And sloppy play. Manahani got to send it. A great through ball. Casarino, is he going to get to it? No, the captain, Cruz, is going to get it. Back over to Ragadillo. Little moment of excitement there. Ragadillo looking around. Castillo right on her. Casarino. Cruz with the ball. Cruz back to Cruz. Cruz going to cross to the other side. And that's going to get picked up and sent off to Han. But no, Athletic's right there to go body for body with Han. Han who's going to get up there and head it. Cruz got the ball and Nice little nifty foot there by Costales. Costales still there, but going back to Cruz. Cruz looks like she's going to send it all the way over. And Malakuti just a little too far. And that's going to be a turnover. NMI throw. Right in front of the drummer.
The drummers have a great connection. They're pretty much exactly opposite of each other on the field. They're just battling it out.
All right, that's a good throw down the field off the head of Malakuti. Beneventi heads it back over. It's going to go out. It says, it is a my throw.
Wow, that was good.
No, it was not my best work.
We'll work on that for next time. All right, NMI's got the throw here, and it's going to be at Das again, I think.
All right, she does. She throws it down there. Oh, great work with Beneventi.
Oh,
and Chavez, 10 on 10 violence.
Held back there. I think you're probably going to get a card, maybe? Is that what Amazon's shifting over there for?
No,
I mean, I didn't really think that was a cardable offense. It was just a nice, friendly hug.
Yep. But I thought he just said it was the NMI ball.
He did point to NMI. Did he change his mind?
Well, that seems to be what you can do in this game.
I had a message from someone who said he was doing a good job, and we should comment on what a good job he's doing.
Well, he is, and he looks good in peach, right?
Yeah, I mean peach is a great color. I do think he was doing a fine job, but that's a weird call because he clearly pointed one way and then changed his mind.
All right, well, here comes the big boot from Beneventi, and it was off of the head of Han. Running in for his Ragadillo. She's going to pop that back to Cruz, but a little sloppy. Going back to the other Cruz. Headed by Affleck to Cruz. Over here to the Helig. The Helig running down the sidelines. Going to chip it back over to Ragadillo. Ragadillo looking around. No pressure at all. She's got time, except for her teammates that are screaming at them to run. It seems like they're arguing with each other out there. Cruz is going to take a touch and start coming back the other way. And she's going to give it a ride. It's going to go off the feet of Pablo, who one touches it over to Casillia, who gets it to Costales, who gets it up to Gwynn. Gwynn who's going to send it up for Caitlin. But Kenny is right there, cleaning it up.
Yeah, Kenny's a force back there.
And that one's coming up to Han. Han.
Bad touch there by Han.
Yep. Not what she wanted, but Castillo giving her a run. We got the ball. Oh, nice little bunch of moves there by Gwen. And now it's going to be fielded by Itaas. Nice one touch from Costales over to Gwen. Not a great pass up the middle. And now Guam's going to have an attack opportunity here. And it's coming to Haddock, and Haddock's going to send it outside to Dahili. If she had a left, she would have used it. She passed with it, though.
Yeah, I think she used it just poorly.
Yep, not the right choice. Costales going to throw it out there to Itaas. Itaas looking up to Caitlin. Caitlin, nice little fancy footwork in pursuit by Malakuti, but it's going to be the NMI throw, and in no particular hurry for the throws. Itaas.
Yep.
As we hit 10 minutes already have gone by here in the second half. The NMI leading 1-0. Second game of their two-game set against Guam. They won the first game 5-1 2 nights ago.
Not seen a ball bounce 3 or 4 times with people standing around it in a while. I don't know. That was a great ball. Perfect timing on the run by Caitlin, but just got stopped.
Oh, Byerly coming in there just to clean it up. I mean, how it seems I can't imagine the amount of punishment we would get in practice if a coach let that ball, if we saw us let that ball bounce all those times in the middle of us while we just sit by and watch. I think there'd be some sprinting involved. All right, Pablo going back for it. Han right on her. Oh, that one goes out of bounds. Unable to hang on to it. Itaas goes back for it. She thinks maybe she's getting the throw. No, I'm going to hook you up. Malakuti. Malakuti says, I will reward your kindness by throwing it to my player who's waiting in your vacant position. Haddock's got it. Han's got it. Han battling. No! And the NMI is going to steer and change possession going up the field now down the left hand side. Wait! Over to Caitlin. Caitlin and Kenny. She's going to bring it in on Kenny. And she's going to keep running back. Smart move back to field, out of bounds off of IT&E. Boy, I was getting excited about that one.
That was some great playing by Caitlin, playing it back and kind of getting Kenny out of position and then trying to receive the ball again. But just the second ball just wasn't good enough. Got lost up there. But now Guam's coming back down with a throw-in.
Yep, and I'll tell you, Kenny has that deceptive speed because she stayed with her separate step. I thought Caitlin might be able to turn on the afterburners, but there were no afterburners.
In the Guam defense, it's in my mind, Kenny is the thunder to Cruz's lightning back there, but I think both maybe are pretty fast.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, there's a great through ball to Manahani. Manahani, Cruz right on her. Oh, and a great defensive play by Cruz right there. Giving up the body. All right, Pia looking for someone to throw to. Castillo is one of her options. Manahani is the other option, and there's nobody else. And it's going to be a nice throw back. She's going to serve it up to nobody. Unless Caitlin gets in there. She does in front of the keeper. Here's something up to Manahani. Wow, that was a great out. Now, IT&E going to let that one roll out. Maybe better to pick that one up over there.
Yeah, I think nobody's pressuring you. You just keep that one in bounds and turn around and play as Guam's whole team is back in their defensive third there. Now they're halfway up.
Yep, so we're going to try to reset here. And that was a little bit too much for Gwen, but she's going to now chase Taikui, who's running the other way. Taikui's going to get over to Haddock. Haddock's going to throw it outside to Malakuti, but it's going to be a little too far, and Malakuti's going to start walking back with her head down. A little disappointed, thinking of something that could have been, but now it's too late because Pablo's got the ball, showing off those nice pink cleats. I think they got him 2 for 1 at the same time they got her brothers.
Yep.
Sending it down the field. There's an opportunity for Casarino, but it looks like it's going to be a little bit long. Byerly's going to come out and give it a boot to Cruz. Cruz going to take it down, look around, going to send it outside here to Dahili. Oh no, to Ragadillo. Ragadillo looking out to Dahili over here, but no, going to send it to Han. And that's going to make its way back to Pia, to Casala, or to Casilio.
Ragadillo wins that.
Oh, and she is a battler, but she just got the shoulder of Pia.
Please sit down and stop bothering me.
Exactly. Casarino and Cruz. Cruz is just playing stellar defense.
Yeah, that was a nice slide tackle. At first I thought she was a little too late, but it was perfect.
All right, well, they're chirping it up out there. It's a little bit too much of a ball from Castillo. And Byerly's just going to throw it out there. The right-hand side to Beneventi. Off her foot. Too much for Haddock. And it's going to go to Pablo, who's just going to start all over again to Castalas, to Castillo. She's going to kick it out here to Pia. Pia's got a real good pass. Oh, and Manahani's like, yeah, that's too much for me. Maybe in the first half. Maybe in the first half I get that one. But an exciting game, more of the same of what we came to expect from the first game and from the first half. And now it is Casarino. Casarino got a nice through ball over there. Manahani and Caleb. Manahani's got it. Here's the goal! Great save by Ireland.
Wow. And Kenny was there, and Manahani just turned on the jets and went past her and left her on the ground.
You know, if it wasn't for that little miscommunication when Caitlin and Manahani were looking at each other for half a second there, you know, if Manahani, or if Caitlin drifts out left a little bit more, she could have just made an easy passer.
Oh, yeah, no, if they had talked about who was going to take that ball and who was going to be the second option, almost a sure goal there, but...
just rock, paper, scissors real fast.
Yeah. Manahani did great to get past Kenny, but just after she was past her angle was pretty poor.
All right, well, Gwen's going to be serving up the old corner kick here. And nobody is on the keeper. And they give it to Casillo. She's going to kick back out to Gwen, probably. No, does she have a left? Oh, she does. And it's a cross coming in. Oh, it looked like trouble, but it was handled by Guam. We're just trying to get rid of it now, and Ragadillo just sends it out of bounds.
Going to be an NMI throw in. See if they can get something planned
sure
up for this.
Pia's going so far back. I would try to take advantage of this over here. What's going on here with Cruz? Cruz is running off the field. What happens? You lose a boot? While the whole team's out here defensive side, Cruz is running over to the Guam bench. She's getting water.
She's getting water, but during one of the more important defensive stands, I don't know what's happening with that. That's
It makes
a
no
hot play.
sense. Anyway, Caitlin is threatening down the left-hand side of the field, looking to serve it up, but she's being shadowed. And now it comes over to Glenn, who's going to send it over to Casarino. Casarino and Kenny battling. Kenny getting the best of that, and Hans got the ball now. And now Cruz is still there.
I was actually thinking that might be the idea, get her out of the play, but
Kenny sends Malakuti down the right side of the field. It's going to be a little long. She tries to save it, but it ends up being a goal kick. But no, I mean, like, she was literally there for a while just drinking water all the way up there.
And the odd thing to me is I could see her going over there if she had like some sort of injury and if the training staff was looking at her. But to me, it just seemed like she was thirsty. And most soccer teams I've played on, keeper always has a secret stash of water out the back there, right? So get a little water, wet your palate, get back in the game, help your team.
Yeah, it's not something I expected to see at all. I mean, she must be supremely confident to be able to, in her teammates, to do that. All right, well, Casarino is going to take a touch on it now and try to send it up for the NMI, but instead it's going to end up being an NMI throw. Again, in no particular hurry to move this game along from the throwing. Back to Casarino. Casarino is going to send it all the way back to Atling. Atling not a good touch on that one. And at least she regained her composure there. She's still hanging out to the ball, gets it out there. Casarino gave her the sign to go, but just didn't get the ball in the right spot. Now Cruz going to send it up to Taitagui. Taitagui is going to be looking around. She wants to send somebody, and it was going to be Han, but instead Pablo broke it up. Costales gets ahead on it, bump it up with Haddock. And now Kingland's guys is going to send it back to Itaas. Itaas over there to Castillo. Castillo going to send it all the way over to Pia. Pia's got a whole lot of bad touching going on in that one. And, man, Dahilig said, I'll see your bad touch and raise you one. All right, so Itaas has the ball now and is going to take it outside for the NMI. As these teams look to reset on this really thick humidity night out here. Not oppressive heat, just really, really humid out here. All right, that's Gwen Borja out there, going to send it back to Itaas. Itaas, jeez, what is going on over there?
The NMI backline has had some interesting touches in the last 2 minutes.
And it may be because they did so much in the last two games that they're just running out of gas. But that one just happened up here up on top. Caitlin just didn't feel like running with Kenny. Kenny is that force. Oh, there's a nice through ball opportunity. Caitlin's still going to try to get in there. Battling with Kenny. Kenny trying to use her arms and the trunks. Here it comes. Back to Itaas. Itaas going to send it over to Borja. Borja back into Costales. Costales with a nice little nifty turn. Brings her all the way around. Haddock's wondering what the heck just happened. Here comes the ball. It's coming all the way over to Casarino. Casarino again getting it back outside the Borja. Itaas. Itaas going to send it up to Borja. And the team is moving. And it's a great ball over the middle. Casarino bopping around. Battle with Hannah Cruz. Oh!
Wow.
Cruz came in and just laid a boom on Casarino. Casarino
slow to get up there. Not looking like she's feeling good.
Wow, my goodness.
I think Cruz got her on the foot as well as a little higher up, but I think the foot part was what I heard from up here.
Well, we are in the 65th minute already, folks. And we are just cruising. Casarino is up now. Looks like she's got a little hitch in the giddy up.
Cruz helped her up there. I don't know how the play stopped. Did it go out of bounds?
And Byerly just gave her a little pat on the back, too. Said, hey, good to see you up there running around. Don't score on me anymore. Yeah, but 25 minutes left, plus whatever additional time the officials deem necessary.
It's like going to be a drop ball here.
Hey, Carver, how you doing, buddy? All right, it is going to be a drop ball. Taitagui just going to send it back. And game on all over again. Benevente going to give it a great run. Off the head of Pablo. And Gwen making some great moves out there, too. Nowhere to really go, so she's going to send it back to Pablo. That's always a good idea. Getting back to Cruz. Cruz taking a look around. Hannah's going to send it over to Kenny. Kenny's going to throw it back up there, but the Healy was not there. Pia going to send it back to Atlig. Atlig, man, really just doesn't seem like, at least she made the right move on that one. Castillo. Oh, that was a great ball, but Ragadillo in the right place at the right time to keep it from getting the Manhattan. And great battle between Taitegui and Castillo. Yeah, and then they're chirping it up after that one, too. And that ball just gets thrown right in to Pia. Great action so far tonight. Just a narrow advantage for the NMI ladies, up 1-0. But the game could go either way. Still, so much game left. And both teams having chances, although I will say it seems like the NMI side has had the ball a little bit longer than the Guamanians.
Yeah, I think the NMI is keeping possession a little better than the Guamanians, but they're not really turning those into real scoring opportunities.
And that's how you let the other team hang in there long enough to stick around and maybe take advantage of your mistakes.
Yep.
So it's 1-0 here as we get into 68 minutes into this contest. And that's going to be Atlig who's going to throw it in. Now she's like, Pia, I think you got a better arm. Why don't you throw it? In fact, maybe both your arms.
Yeah, you got to use both of those arms. That's how the soccer throw-ins work.
All right. People circling around. Manahani with a great grab on that one. And Kenny always seems to be at the right place at the right time, anchoring that defense for the Guam ladies. Pia walking like a real veteran over there. That's the Dale Roberts move. Uh-oh. Looks like we got a substitute coming in.
Looks like that's going to be Kelsey McClellan coming in.
Substitution.
She's coming in for Pablo. Well, I didn't see Pablo coming out.
No, Pablo has had a quieter game than she did in the first game, where I thought she was just lights out. She didn't play bad today. I just didn't see as much from her, I think. But of the two center backs, I might have left her in.
I would have left her in too. A little bit of consistency and keep it fast. Anyway, Casarino's going to get it over there. Costalos giving fight over there with Hannah Cruz. She wins the ball from her. Great ball too. She's swarmed though. Not a great ball over to Manahani, but then she gets it back. Costalos still there. Gets it to Manahani.
Takes a great touch.
On fire. Tries to get the ball over to Chavez, but no. Beneventi says, get that weak stuff out of here. And Pia's got the ball. She's going to keep walking it up, give her as much as Amzad's going to let her take. Throw back to Manahani. Manahani getting a little push in the back. 11 on 11 crime right there. That's right. Oh, and a great rollback move.
Nice turn, babe.
Whoa, and man, I'll tell you, that's some great moving by Pia. I didn't know she had to enter with traffic. And Cruz ends up just sending that one out of bounds. So it's a real tight throw down in the corner.
Now Pia's going to go down there and take that one. Oh, she's going to throw it back.
Yeah, going to catch Castillo. Back to Pia. Pia going to chop it in nice to Manahani, who's going to get feeder.
And she's
offside.
That's what happens when you have those backs end up in the attack side. They forget about the offsides there.
Yep, I have experienced that in my life. All right, well, Cruz tracking back to where the AR tells her to go. Gonna send it over there into the middle to Hannah Cruz. Hannah Cruz, not from Santa Cruz, gets it to Beneventi, who gets it back to Kenny. Kenny gonna send it back up the middle of Taitegui, gets back over to Beneventi. Beneventi getting some pressure from Gwen Borja, coming back to Kenny. Kenny's got some time though, as there's no real rush on her. She's gonna make a smart play down the side here to Ragadillo. Ragadillo gets her head up, she takes a look. She's gonna give it a run to Han. Han's got it, makes a nice turn on the ball. She's going to send it a little bit further to Malakuti, but no! Into us is there. Uses her head to break up that play. Taitegui, wow, nice pass to get around into us. And somebody is down on the outside. Is that Gwen? I think it is.
Yeah.
And she is down. Number 7 is down in cramp.
Yeah, it looks like a cramp. It's an awkward way to go down. I couldn't tell if she actually got injured or it was a cramp, but now we see her getting stretched out there. It's us taking care of her.
Well, that's what friends are for.
Yeah, not what you want to see though. Borja just picked up the armband, captain armband, when Pablo went out, and now she's got some cramps. Hope you don't see that. You got to keep that leadership on the field.
Well, this is a nice little rest for everybody. You see Hans down on the field too. She's got to get some attention from the trainer as well. And
Magic
all the
spray.
players, yeah, magic spray. I don't know what they put in there. It's just cold stuff.
It's icy hot in a aerosol format is what it is.
And it works.
It does. I mean, I have some. It's I don't know that it's really better than icy hot, except it doesn't get on your hands. So like, if you were a trainer, I think it's a much better option because you don't want icy hot on your hands every time you're trying to work somebody out.
That's a good point. All right, well, it's a nice little break for everybody. The Guam team getting all fired up now. Using this time to get some hydration in here. We're at the just midway through the 72nd minute.
But Han's really getting worked out here.
Well, I mean, if you're already there, you might as well get the full service treatment.
Yep.
Oh, look at that, even getting helped up. That was a bonus.
Yeah.
Unless you got to put the shin guards back in. Good thing is, there's no cramping from the drummer.
Yeah. No, he is full on all night. Both sides, really. We're getting the hand drums on this side. Team
Hashtag
tie.
hand drums.
Yeah, hand drums. Is that what they're called? And then we got the stick drums on the other side. That's
Hashtag
definitely
stick drums.
That's definitely what they're called.
All right, well, we are back in action here. And now Kuthi, little one off the face. Speaking of little ones, there's Haddock. She heads that one out there. And now Malakuthi looking for a big throw down the side. Got a little rainbow looper contested in the air and some bodies banging around with McClellan out there. Tight squeeze out there now trying to make a nice little move. She does. And McClellan out there with the challenge. Wow, that was a nice move to the outside from Tight squeeze. Just got some great footwork out there. And that's Malakuthi out there as well. McClellan sitting there watching as Itaas moves that one up. It is going to be the NMI's throw as they move up the other way on their left-hand side. Out on Malakuthi, they're going to advance the ball a bit.
Little less than 16 minutes left on the regulation clock. Plenty of time left. Guam could easily tie this one up. NMI is still looking to add that second goal here.
Okay, what's he calling now? Said maybe she's taking too much time.
So we should blow the
whistle
and tell her that she's taking too much time to take more time.
All right, so now the ball all the way down there. It's a lot of handiwork going on over there. They're going to call a foul, and it's going to be the NMI ball. Yes, because they're not allowed to get a
Tech
full
degree
record.
was all over there. I mean, I'm not sure that needed to be called because it looked like the NMI was going to come out with that, but who knows?
Well, as the NMI team starts walking up, Casals is telling everybody to move up. And it's coming over to Castillo. Castillo looking around. She's going to send it outside to Pia. Pia's got it. And what is Bonahani going to do? She's going to make a run for it, but Ragadillo coming out there hard for it.
Couldn't keep it in bounds. Bonahani just missed that pullback there.
All right, well, Ragadillo is going to probably throw it back. Nope. Covered. Oh, it does go to Cruz. And who gets it right back there? Who gets it right back to Cruz? And Casarino is right there to watch all of it. Right here live with you. Gwen gets the ball. She sees Castales. Nope, she's going to get Kingland's going to come back outside. She sprints for it. Malakuthi running by also, but not very hard. And that ball goes out of bounds, and it will be a change of possession.
She's got a little limp every third step there. Hope she's still going to be all right.
All right, well, that one's going to come in. McClellan.
Oh, that was an awkward challenge there from McClellan.
Yeah, she ends up bumping into Haddock out there, and it was just a weird, like, behind the leg, behind the body kind of.
They both came out of that worse for the wear, it seemed.
I'm not sure where one person ended and the other one began. But that is going to be Beneventi out there on the right-hand side. Let's send that up. the field. Han with the run for it. It's an opportunity for Guam.
Han's got the ball.
And they're messing around in the box. And they're going to have to get rid of it. And they smartly do that. Saving the day out there. And it's back in play. Tactically fighting for everything out there. She doesn't give anything up. And that's going to be a corner.
Oh, wow.
Some of that sloppy stuff, it looks like the NMI's got control of the game in the midfield and the attacking side, but then once in a while it gets back here and you see these sloppy things happen. Anyway, Gwen's out there fighting for it. They are going to call a foul, and it's going to be a free kick for the NMI out of their own side. So that ended up working out.
That was an interesting play because Gwen got fouled and then laid down, and then Amazat didn't call it right away. And it seemed like everyone stopped and waited for him to call it, but it took him a good second or two to blow his whistle.
Oh, and that's a nice ride going out there for Chavez. Taikui's got the ball right now. Malakuti, she's going to try and feed it, but she feeds it right to Gwen. Gwen's going to feed it up to Caitlin. Then she's going to feed Casarino, but Cruz is just too fast. And Byerly's way out of position.
Yeah,
She was going to try to help out, but then after she got such great help from Cruz, then she kind of found herself like, hey, what am I doing out here?
Yeah, that was a weird pressure from Byerly coming way out there. Cruz had plenty of time to get in there.
Oh, jeez, you got to see the replay. The way Caitlin just pushed that girl out of bounds. Oh, jeez.
The one that's laying on the ground right now?
Yes, it was just like a two-hander.
Oh, so she
got the yellow.
Okay.
It was a two-hander.
At least it wasn't three hands. Those are the worst.
A lot of questions asked about that kind of play. The old three-hander.
It's when your teammate helps you.
All right, well, we're at the midway through the 78th minute right now, so the clock is ticking. Less than 12 minutes left in this contest for regulation time. Guaranteed we're going to have some additional time, some added time here. Players getting, that's not just for effects.
Yeah,
that smoke cloud over there.
Whole smoke machine over there.
Getting totally sprayed down over there. And the injured player, I think, was Benevente, and she's back up.
Yep. Whole stands clapped for her. That was nice.
A little 10-on-10 violence out there. I'm sure they're going to enjoy that replay later. All right, well, Malakuti's going to launch it for Guam, and it is a great one, sending it down the Haddock, coming down the middle, and giving it a ride is Pia. That's going to go out of bounds. And Malakuti's going to body Gwen out just to make sure it goes out of bounds. Benevente lining up there with the throw down the field, and it's a good one. And Itaas just really getting into place. Sending it down the field to Gwen. And Kenny is running for it, and NMI was pressuring. Casarina is giving her some pressure, and it's going to force a bad kick by Kenny.
Yeah, no, that was a great pressure there. Without that, it wouldn't be NMI's ball right now.
Yep, and the throw is in. Costales gets it in. Costales gets it again. Casarino's got the ball. She sees Manahani. Manahani's there. She one-touches it over, but it goes over to Cruz. Cruz going to send it. Cruz has plenty of time, no pressure now. And she's going to look upfield, not even looking at the ball. A real pro. And Manahani giving her a little bit of the business, but not phased. Taikui's got the ball now. She's looking around, and she's starting to get swarmed. Here comes Han. Han sees Haddock, and she also sees Malakuti sprinting down the side. Not going to be outside. The ball caught a little bit high. And the ball is fielded by Taikui with an opportunity. Now they're swarming like a bunch of U6s. Here comes the ball. It's going over there to Caitlin, who gets the ball great. We're just going to get it out of bounds. Let's get this stuff together.
Someone is down on the Guam team there, right where the scrum happened. That was an interesting play. I haven't seen that many folks within that small of an area in quite a while.
No, it looked like they were all at a mosh pit.
Just got out of the clown car.
Well, it's like they're out there for the one drum concert, and they're jumping up and down.
But we have two drum spread. There's one on each side.
Oh, and it looks like, is that Cruz? I can't see the armband.
possibly Cruz?
No, it's not Cruz for sure because Cruz is over here. Taitegui maybe. I think it's going to be Taitegui. That makes sense.
Yep.
We're going to hope she's okay. She pops up. Everybody getting a little attention tonight. We're less than, we're just about 8 minutes left in the contest, plus whatever additional time we end up getting. Ragadillo's getting the ball, and it looks like it's going to be a throw. She's going to take this one outside. And the throw to Dahili. Back to Ragadillo. Getting pressure from Manahani. She's going to get it back to Cruz. It's a nice pullback. And she's going to send it across the field, but it's not really going to make it. Oh, it is going to make it through. Malakuti running against Gwen. And Gwen really saves the day on that one.
Wins that one.
And that's going to go the other way if Caitlin's got it. Yes, the Castellino's going. And she's going to be outside the multiplied opportunity. Now it's going to go wide and outside.
Too much from Caitlin there. What a great idea on that through ball. And Caitlin had run down the earlier ball from Gwen, but just couldn't make the second through ball work.
Wow, I'll tell you, our counterattack is really fierce. If they just focus more on that, it's like that fast break down the sides, we can really try and score another goal here before the game is over.
Anybody's got to watch out in the back, though. That was a dangerous time there. Just a little bit of miscue.
Well, that's how you know you got a great midfielder when they come back and save your bacon on defense. All right, well, now it's going across the middle. Castillo is going to get it over here to Pia. Pia, nutmeg,
count it.
Dahili, and that's got to come over to Manahani. Manahani, Pia shadowed by Hannah Cruz. She's going to dish it off to Pia. Pia, just gets slid into.
Nice tackle by Cruz, though.
And they're going to say that's Guam ball.
That's very difficult for that to have been Guam ball, but let's watch this replay here. Yep, incorrect call, but we won't hold it against them.
Well, they'll be able to watch the replay and use that as a learning method as well. Well, the game is back on. I'm surprised they're not putting more pressure on them in that corner. They're trapped. And they're letting Guam escape, but Pia's got it. And she makes a great move, sending it up for Castillo. Castillo with the boot coming across, and Kenny's going to head it back over to Ragadillo. Ragadillo going to get it, and they all fall down. They're calling a foul, and it's going to be Guam ball. Still pinned pretty deep all the way up against the line.
Yep. Maybe it's hard to tell from this angle whether that was a foul or a flop, but one or the other, and they got it regardless.
Well, here comes the ball. What's she going to do with it? She's going to send it across the field.
Dangerous ball.
That is a dangerous ball. Casarino's going to get it. Is she going to go for it herself? She's going to feed it up. She's going to shoot it.
Cruz to try and play that across the backfield. The initial ball wasn't the problem, it was the touch of her other player there. Made a bad touch, and CNMI capitalized.
Casarino! 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 Puts the CNMI up 2-0! And now Han is going to get the ball for the for Guam, but not before they do a substitution. Ragadillo is coming out, and she has been playing a stellar game. She'll be replaced by Reika Tenorio at the left fullback position, and it's not because she didn't play a great game, because she certainly did.
Player number 2, Michelle Ragadillo, replaced by player number 9, Reika Tenorio.
All right, game back on. Don't worry, we're not going to wait for you to get back into your new position. All the way on the other side of the field. Kenny setting up the Beneventi. Slippy ball.
That was
sloppy stuff. Giving the ball back in less than 5 minutes left.
Problem is no time to wait for people to be in the right positions. They have to go. They're down 2 goals. They need to make something happen in this last 5 minutes before extra time.
Well, and Malakuti is going to send it for Han. Han is sprinting with Kelsey down the right-hand side.
Magder.
Hands all over her. And it's a real battle. A lot of scrapping going on. Oh, and that's a hard foul.
Yes. I'm going to retract the Hans Meg there. That doesn't count because McClellan was able to pull that ball back away from her at the end there.
A real battle down there, and it's great to see that competitive spirit out there. You're going to move it up the left-hand side. Now they're just going to hang on, and because there's no pressure coming in, Malakuti does apply a little bit.
Cullen
That
just
ball looks like
kicked
it's
it.
being wasted, but
Kicked it out of bounds there.
all right. Anyway, Tyke's in there. She got the ball. Oh, just getting a whole lot of shiver from Costales.
It's getting real physical out there, Brad. I kind of expected that maybe from the Guam team down 2 goals, but it looks like it's equal parts, both teams.
Yep, and we are now heading in the 87th minute. 3 minutes left, plus any time. It looks like there's some subs lined up for the NMI. They're going to take out Summer Manahane. Summer Manahane is coming out, and they're going to replace her with Aubrey Castro.
Player number 11, Summer Manahani, replaced by player number 2,
Trey,
Aubrey Castro.
Summer had a great game.
She had a great game. Great 2 games. She played excellent in both of these games.
All right, well, Guam is at it again. They're trying to get players in the game, and a nice shot. That was Affley. Great hustle from Affley.
She headed it away from pressure, and then it almost went out for a corner. She was able to run it down and clear it out.
That was great from McClellan, too, getting that out there. But back to Kenny. Kenny going to send it all the way over. It's going to come all the way over to Reika Tenorio. Tenorio fighting for it. Hannah Cruz getting it. Just doing a whole lot of body positioning, getting it back to Cruz. Cruz going to go the whole game this time. She's going to send it across. Send it over to Haddock. Haddock to Typically. Typically going to send it back outside. Benevente's going to send a great ball in to the keeper, Mendiola. It's going to go wide. of the net. And now we've got less than 2 minutes remaining in regulation
Mendiola's
time.
going to take her time here setting up this goal kick. Try and milk these extra seconds off.
It's when you like stick your finger in the air just to judge the wind direction, just in case, just to be sure. Maybe tie your shoe.
She plays a
That
bad
was a
ball
terrible
to
ball.
Kelsey.
That's a waste of a possession, and you're giving Guam an advantage. Although I'll tell you, they had the ball deeper. They did that throw-in just quick.
Yep.
So anyway, they're going with it now, and you got some action down the sideline with Typically running all over there under threat. NMI defenders all over.
Still Guam ball, and Guam, it's more important to get the ball back in play than to fight for position.
1 minute remaining in regulation time, and that's going to be a free kick for Guam.
NMI's got to be careful down there. They have the extra cushion goal, but when you give up a goal in the last minute of regulation, it really fires up the team for that extra couple minutes of extra time.
Malakuti was pumped up by that too. She was clapping her hands pretty heavy. So again, we've got about 30 seconds left in regulation, waiting for the 4th official to hold up the sign for the amount of added time. I always wish they would do that a little bit before it's actually 90 minutes. They don't have to put it right at 90.
Yeah, maybe at the 2 minute mark. You could always put up a disclaimer, subject to additional things that happen.
Well, here comes the boot for Beneventi. It's a great one. Mendiola could not get to it, and that ball lands in the box like that's not supposed to happen.
Harmlessly rolls out of bounds after bouncing inside the 6 without a single person touching it.
All right, we're going to get the added time amount right here. Few injuries. We're waiting for it. We saw it light up. They're still trying to figure it out. 6 minutes. Oh, my God.
Wow.
They just want to go home, and I hear it. So 6 minutes of added time, folks. That's 6 minutes more of
Played it
anything
through.
for you.
Oh,
I thought for sure Caitlin was going to get
It looked,
that
from
one.
our perspective, it looked like a perfect ball to her going to goal there, but didn't quite get there.
There will be 6 minutes
All right,
of
well,
added time.
folks, 6 more minutes. That's right. Bonus time. Get a couple more sips of your beverage, couple more bites of your chow. Gwyneth gonna send that up the left-hand side, and Kaylin is streaking for it, and she's got some people to run it to.
Nice pullback
She's
there.
gonna send it across, and it's gonna go harmlessly out of bounds.
Timing was a little off on those. I think her backside runner was not anticipating her pullback move there and kind of was a little too far. Had to reset.
All right, well, Byerly, it looks like she normally just does a little short one. Here she does it again, the Cruise. Typical, and it kind of expected. You could almost pressure that. All right, well, you got some action right here with Tenorio
That's
getting some
inadvertent
action.
handball.
And there's
but,
Casilio.
doesn't call it.
Casilio just going to send it down. nowhere to get it to. Cruz gonna have it. The fans getting a little hyped up. Hahn's got the ball. She passes it over here to the side, but it picked up by DeHelig. DeHelig gonna get it to Cruz. Cruz coming in for it. It's Castro. Castro who gets up there. There's no one going for her though, so she's gonna have to drop it back.
Bad ball.
And it ends up going to nobody. She'll see that bad ball, and Beneventi's gonna pick it up, and Malakuti's gonna be sprinting
On her horse.
and giving chase is Gwen Borja. She gets around Borja, and she's gonna get pulled down.
She was able to slip it into Hahn.
Let's see this replay right now of how she goes down. And it looked like she got pulled down. Now she just kind of got her feet tangled up, and she's getting back up.
It's a corner kick. It went off of one of the NMI defenders, so Guam still got a chance here to try and make something happen in these last few minutes of extra time.
Well, they got about 4 minutes left. 4 minutes left. Here's the boot. And that looks like and somehow, some way, Mendiola finds that ball, and that makes up players. What a grab by Mendiola.
Well, man, that's the second ball that's bounced inside the 6 on those balls from those set pieces from Guam.
You send that out. Kelsey's going to bring it all the way over to Itas. Itas looking at it. She's going to give it a ride, sending it down to Caitlin. Gwen going to keep it in. Caitlin's going to field this one. Trying to be nifty out there, getting around Hannah Cruz, but she's still messing, can't do it. Gwen's got it, going to send it up. And Catarino's not going to be able to get to that one. And now Hannah Cruz bringing it up the right-hand side. Gets it to Malakuti. Malakuti get it back to Cruz. Cruz going to pull it back a little bit. She's going to send it back to Cruz, the captain, who's going to fire it up. Only one anywhere near it was Hahn, but she was not that close to it. NMI's got it now on the left-hand side. Attacking Catarino there. Getting a little love from Kenny. Not enough for a call, though. She's not happy with it, but really, it's the end of the game and you're tired, and maybe that was a little extra embellishment.
Yep.
Anyway,
not a great ball from
terrible
Byerly.
call. Terrible ball for Byerly.
It's safe, but then it goes out further down.
She's, when you get tired, you make some bad decisions.
Yep.
Right, and that was not a good decision. So DeHelig tried to save it with the header, but she was heading it to nobody anyway. Nobody was running there to support her. And worst case scenario, that would have gone over the end line, and then they get a corner for no reason. Anyway, McClellan gets the ball. She's going to send it up
That was a nice
to
ball.
Castro, but it's got too much mustard on it. Going to Taitakui. Taitakui going to send it up the right-hand side to Malakuti again.
On her horse. It's like she hasn't been playing 90 minutes. She seems fast out there still.
Well, it's going to be an NMI throw and just about a minute and a half left in the added time. All right, well, that's going to be a throw-in, and it's a good one to Caitlin. Great trap, but it's still in somehow, and then it's not. So it's going to be a Guam throw right in front of their bench. And there it is, coming out there to Hannah Cruz, who catches it. Going to send it back. Back to Cruz. Cruz walking it up the field. Finds Haddock. Haddock looking outside to DeHelig. DeHelig trying to position herself. She's going to have to get it back to somebody because she's in no position. And that's going to go out of bounds. No. Reka Tenorio just could not get it. Well, she's got it now for a throw-in. That's going to come back to the captain, Captain Cruz. She's going to let it go. And that's headed off of McClellan's face. And somebody is down in the middle. Let's see this replay right there. Oh, caught his shoulder in the face from Hahn. And that's going to be a yellow card to Haddock or Hahn. If it's Hahn, that's a red card. And Guam goes down because that's your second yellow, right?
It looked like he pointed at Haddock, but I couldn't see, and Hahn is still on the field. So
Wow.
maybe that was a little bit of a misappropriation of a card there.
So they both went for it, and in the air is when she caught his shoulder in the face. But that's just about the game, folks. There it is, and we got another win. 2-0 off of goals from Marianas and Casarino. And now with a pair of trophies.
Wow, that is impressive. The ladies have been a lot closer with Guam in the past, and it's great to see them convincing wins both times. Guam actually put up a pretty good fight today. They knew what they were up against, and they came out firing. Were able to make sure that NMI didn't run away with it like they did in the first game. In the game the whole time, it was close till the second half, and they were able to get in that second goal. Guam still had a couple great opportunities right there at the end. A couple balls bouncing right inside the NMI 6, and just couldn't capitalize on those and make something of it.
Well, there were definitely some fever pitch moments where the NMI was just scrambling as Guam was making its way in there at the end. And, well, we got away with it. I mean, they had it for a lot of it. They got away with some bad passing and some lackluster play. But, you know, you need to get through that if you're going to win these kind of tough games.
And I would say that NMI dominated the game overall. They had better possession. They had better goal-scoring opportunities. But the NMI still had those miscues that were scary in a game that you're only up 1-0 for most of it, right? Any one of those that just happens to get slotted in, great play by one of the Guam players, could have tied that game up and completely changed the trajectory of this game. NMI was able to get past all those things unscathed, add an extra goal late in the game, and just kind of keep moving on and didn't let Guam capitalize on any of those miscues they had.
What a game. What a tournament. What a series of games. It was fantastic. I'm going to be here for a while.
All right, we're going to stay here for a bit and watch this trophy ceremony, give you a little commentating about how things are going down there. But right now we got all the teams taking a little break there, getting everything squared away. Looking great out there, though.
It is. We've got my kids down there just asking me a couple of questions as I duck out. But, yeah, look at them. They're going to go out there and say thank you to the fans. This is going to be great. We're going to stick around. I know the game is over, but the presentation of the Marianas Cup is going to follow. So don't go anywhere, folks. We're not going anywhere. So we want to see that there's the coach right there.
Coach Koo.
Yes. He's just hanging out. And the ladies are a little happy, you think?
Yeah, a little bit. They won 7-1 on aggregate for both games, and I don't know if there's any special rules about extra points for being the home team or whatnot. I'm sure it was one team was the home team in each of those games for the aggregate portion, but it looks like they did a great job, and they were able to score 7 goals over 2 games. Can't imagine being able to do that. That's pretty awesome.
Wow, great work by the NMI ladies. Wow, that's a walloping. And that one goal that did go in for them was a PK.
Yeah, and you know, it was a third PK in that game. It was 2 for the NMI and 1 for Guam, I think. So sometimes PKs, once they start flowing, just get a little easier to give, right? You've given out 1 for one team. Sometimes the referee will think, well, I need to make sure I keep this even. And that last PK goal from Guam could have been one of those scenarios. That handball was a little tough to see from up here.
Sorry, buddy. That's not a safe way to stand. Okay. All right, well, now they're bringing out the cup. They're cheering for that. They're bringing out the tables, the volunteers. The players are out there saying thanks to the fans. The fans, I think you could say that they're pretty happy.
Yeah, this is a really exciting moment for all the fans. A lot of great folks put a lot of effort into this over the years, and it's a great reward for everyone.
Absolutely, absolutely. We got folks watching. We got friends who are watching from all over, and I want to say thanks to having you guys in here. Again, we're not done yet. We're going to be here for the awards presentation for the Marianas Cup. Just as a reminder, folks, the only reason why we're able to broadcast this live is because we've got great high-speed broadband provided by the fiber connection from IT&E. IT&E making it possible for this live broadcast. They're doing it so that they can unite Saipan, Tinian, Rota, Guam, and people all around the world who have any ties to the Marianas to be able to watch this. People who are just fans of football, people who are fans or have family or friend ties, you're able to watch it because this is the only way it can happen, getting a live stream and getting that high-speed broadband. You can't get this with your run-of-the-mill. You need to go with the guys who got the guys who have it, and that's IT&E.
It's such a great connection to be able to, like, we can watch it from up here and just check in on how it's going, and it's just crystal clear. Looks great. Just no real lag. Excellent quality.
Well, and it makes it great because we have our live feed over to our left. When we look over here at camera, right below you is our live feed camera, our live feed monitor. So we see it as it's happening. And then as we watch the broadcast on the side over here, we're able to see that replay right away. So it's all working out great, and really thankful for IT&E for seeing the value in partnering with us for something like this. There they are. There's the trophies in the middle. Big difference between being first place and second place.
Yeah, it's a little bitty trophy for second place. I'm not gonna lie to you, Brad. I don't know why there's a trophy for second place.
I don't either. We never had one.
I don't think we ever got one when we sucked and got second place.
Yeah, well, I mean, we used to tell people that we were second place, which is fantastic out of 2 teams, though.
Yeah,
we just means we lost.
Yeah, I mean, I never played an aggregate type situation with 2 games, so I never had to lose twice. But it would have given us a little more hope. We lost some of those games by just a point or 2, and you know, if you're coming out. And that's what the boys did. They went out there, they lost the first game 1-0. They came out and just poured it on in that second game, able to score 3 goals. There they are right now. They all cleaned up, took their showers, got everything squared away. Looking good down there.
It is, and all the teams are, you know, the men are out there now, and to join for the awards presentation. The ladies are out there. And hopefully they'll get to this pretty quickly so they don't lose too many of the fans in the process.
Yep.
But at least we won't lose you because you're still here broadcasting. You look at the screen right now, you got, you see Sun June.
He's got a wrong shirt on. He's going to get fined for that.
No, but it's okay. He's got the hair, though. The hair makes it look cool.
But, yeah, everybody's down there. They got the flag draped over them. They're all excited. They're super proud to be the first team for NMI men to win the Marianas Cup.
It is exciting. It is absolutely exciting. And but look, they get medals for the Marianas Cup, even if you're the runner-up.
Yeah, we never got that. Or if we did, I might have thrown it away. I don't know, but...
I did not get a medal for that. The only medal that we got was from the EAFF, 2008.
Yeah, I was not here yet. Wasn't on that team, but there's the GUAM boys. They also have similar-looking shirts to the NMI team.
And they did come out and play some great football.
And they were, yeah, they won the first game. They looked considerably better than the NMI for, I would say, 60 to 70 minutes of that game. NMI came back and played hard in the end of that game, had some goal-scoring opportunities, couldn't finish, couldn't make it happen. But if you didn't tell me the score and you didn't show me that 1 goal, I still would have told you that GUAM probably won or they played better. But that second game, CNMI came out, played really hard, really pushed through that initial onslaught from GUAM, and it only lasted a few minutes in the second game. NMI was able to regain their composure and really just keep on top of GUAM and get those goals to go in for them.
Ooh, yeah, I don't see their captain. I don't see GUAM's captain with them.
Oh, wow.
Of medals and trophies are the Northern Mariana Islands Football Association President Jerry Tan.
Yeah, I could swear I saw him out yesterday too.
Vice President
At Naked Fish.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
The Northern Mariana Islands
He's been around a while. Interesting fact, he was born in Rhoda.
No kidding.
Yeah, that's a norm contribution. He let me know that, but so Jason Cunliffe could have played for the NMI. Coulda, woulda, shoulda.
I think it worked out just fine for him.
Yeah, I think it's fine.
Resort Saipan.
All right,
The
well,
Northern Mariana
we've got
Islands
the
Football Association General
award ceremony
Secretary
happening
George
now.
Palanta. The Northern Mariana Islands
There's
Football
Wes Bogdan
Yeah.
wearing the
Association
original
Secretary
NMI
Rick
uniform.
Valentino. And the Northern Mariana Islands Football Association Treasurer Elna Curato.
You're seeing some folks right there put in a lot of time to help football for nothing.
To present the trophy to our women's
Just
most valuable
volunteerism.
player is
I mean-
Vicky
Oh, and that's
Izuka.
Kat Tobes. You got to see her boys out there today, the last couple days,
The
Mark and
Marianas
Merrick.
Football Cup
Nice.
Women's MVP Award goes to NMI's number 11, Summer Manahani.
Wow, that makes sense.
That's who I would have picked, Brad. She scored the most important goal today and then had a goal yesterday, too, and just played lights out.
All right, Summer Manahani, your MVP.
So I guess those smaller trophies are not second place trophies.
Okay.
That makes a lot more sense.
Congratulations to the Northern Mariana Islands, Summer Manahani.
Yeah, she played lights out today. That was just amazing.
Stand by as we call on our next awardee.
Who do you think is going to be the men's?
To our men's most valuable player is Robert Coates. The men's division most
Boy, that's a
valuable
tough
player
one.
in the Marianas Football Cup
Yeah, they're probably
is
gonna give it to
the
Sun
Northern
June.
Mariana Islands,
Put it-
number 11.
No, Marcus.
Tobin.
That makes sense. I had a feeling it was going to be him. But how about that? It also went to both number 11s.
Nice. Yeah, because today he had an assist and a goal. And he played really well in that first game as well. And he was one of the people that had those just slight misses in the first game. And he just played really tough, really hard.
The Northern Mariana
Well, he made a big
Islands.
impact in the first game. Like the whole big turnaround came when he was really starting to
Yep.
wear those
He was-
guys down.
He was one of the guys up top who was really pushing hard to get those opportunities in the end of that first game.
Congratulations once again to the Marianas Football Cup 2023 MVP.
Got to have a proud mama out there celebrate her son. And I'll tell you what, Kat Tobes is one of those volunteers who's out there all the time. She's coaching, she's playing, she's organizing, and she volunteers in so many different organizations. It's just wonderful to see. She's got just a great family, her and her husband Mark, and they raised a couple of fine boys.
Nice, yeah. And Merrick played a great game, both games as well. He was just solid in the nets back there. Did a lot of great stuff for the NMI. Got them all set up every time there was a goal kick or a punt, just putting it out. But Marcus really gave it his all up top
We will
there.
now move on to the team
Very deserving
presentation.
award winner.
We call on the GUAM's U23 women's national team to receive their Marianas Cup medal.
All right. And as you hear from our PA announcer, Edna Nisola, the Guam women are being called up to receive their medals as runners-up of the Marianas Cup. Joyous day for football fans of the NMI.
Yeah, I still just can't get over how exciting it is to be able to host a really nice event like this in the Marianas up here in the CNMI. It's something that we've wanted for a long time and really haven't been able to do it with some of the fields and spaces that we had. This field down here in Kobler and this whole setup is just great.
And this is the second time they've had to do this because remember this field 5 years ago got all torn up from Super Typhoon U2.
Yep.
And it took a while to rebuild it. In fact, our match commissioner, Russ Zapanta, his car ended up being blown out of the parking lot through the fence and onto the ground and got flipped over just outside over here.
Wow.
Yep.
Should change his nickname to the Flying Mustang.
The Flying Mustang. Hashtag the Flying Mustang. There's Haddock. Got some great players there making their way through. There's Byerly.
Yeah, Byerly played really good.
She was outstanding in the nets, but although she seemed a little unsure at a couple opportunities today as well.
For the
And there's Han.
Han,
Look at
one of the better players for Guam women in my mind out there in both those games.
And there's Taitakui. She was just a beast out there.
Yep, she also played really great in that kind of attacking midfield role.
Yep, and there's Beneventi. And Kenny, really the anchor of that defense.
Yeah, just holding it down there in the back, making sure nobody could get through.
Accept your Marianas Football Cup medals, Guam U23
There's your captain,
men's
Hannah
national
Cruz.
team.
Or not Hannah Cruz, but Cruz. And there's Guam's coach. Thanks for coming. And well done. They're going to come in for a photo.
I will say that's a tough handshake line to go down though when you didn't do as well as you'd like to. A lot of times you just want to head out, but happy to see them all look pretty happy. Still high spirits. Happy to be able to come up to CNMI and participate in this great game. Come check out our facility. A lot of those players probably haven't been up here because, you know, we haven't had this that long. So in the past, we used to go down to GFA and play, and it's nice to be able to go back and forth now. We'll be able to swap out who hosts these things.
Well, hopefully this is the first of many to come. See some more players, more teams come out here to the NMI, take advantage of our appreciation of the game, sportsmanship, and our hospitality.
Don't forget the food.
I rarely forget the food. I know you can't tell as I'm wasting away.
Yeah, that's why we got you farther away from the camera.
Just so I can fit. All right, and now the Guam men are coming over to get their medals as well. Got some tall fellas on that squad.
Yeah, they're towering over all of our
That's LL.
volunteers there.
Got the big fellas, got the strong guys coming in there. And that's Harmon, guy who scored in the first game. There's Moss. I could tell, very distinctive hairstyle.
Yep.
And again, these guys were champs out there. They came out in suffocating attack in the first game early. Yep, and no captain.
Man, I don't know what happened to Jason Cunliffe out there. After the game, I walked around and I saw him over there sitting near their locker room tent. Yeah, don't know what happened to him.
Well,
Maybe.
hopefully he's all right.
Yeah. Probably just had a pressing engagement.
Well, Bischoff is there.
Yeah. Bischoff's a giant, lanky man.
Lanky that is a very good description.
Thank you, Guam's U23 women's national team and Guam's U23 men's national team.
And it is something to be proud of. I mean, just even making one of these squads and then having the honor of training as a member of your team. See, there's Mr. Ly's like wondering, hey, what I got this extra medal, who's it supposed to go to? Oh, it's your captain who's not here.
Didn't make it. Yep. Those guys are probably happy to be out there. I did notice, I was looking at that roster. I don't recognize many people, but I peeked into the old Wikipedia roster. A lot of those guys that used to play on that team are all well over 23, all in their late 20s, early 30s. So maybe those guys will come back next time it's the full men's team.
Well, that's what makes this exciting, though, because you're able to see the guys who wouldn't start necessarily on the national squads, the full national squad, the open, if you will.
Yep.
But you get to see the young developing talent. It gives you really hope for the future of the program. And, well, I'll tell you know who's got to be a happy guy? Jerry Tan right there. This is a culmination of years of effort. There's Casarino, the big goal.
There's your MVP.
Yeah, Manahani coming through. There's Pia. And there's Hori. She didn't get a chance to get in this game. There's McClellan. Great work. There's Aubrey Castro.
Castro sisters.
Still. There's Gwen, your captain. Costales.
To present the trophy
Athlete.
to the Northern Mariana Islands U23 women's
Caitlin.
is Guam Football Association Vice President George Lau.
Hicks. All right, great playing out
There's
there for Pablo.
Yeah. Both Pablo, brother and sister, played excellent in all the games, I think.
Absolutely, they certainly did.
There's Coach Koo getting his handshake. Coach
All right,
Jimmy.
they got their medals, but what they really need, they're going to end up doing another team photo, I'm sure, when they get that trophy. See, they still got a bunch of fans in the stands.
Yep. Folks aren't going home until they get to hoist that trophy up.
Oh, and there it is. They've got the trophy now. Get ready for them to erupt. Get ready for the fans to erupt.
Congratulations to the Northern Mariana Islands U23 women's national team. The Northern Mariana Islands women's national team has now won the Marianas Football Cup for the 3rd straight time.
How about that?
I did not realize the ladies had won it 3 times in a row.
Up and coming
Up next,
program.
let's give a round of applause to the Northern Mariana Islands U23 men's national team, the men's division champion of the Marianas Football Cup 2023.
Well, continuing the light show. Look at that proud mama hugging her son. The MVP. There's Pablo. Goto. There's some great playing out there by these boys. Is that Akira? And it's really just a testament of all the work that they've been putting in and all the time they put in for practice.
Yeah, it's a big commitment. A lot of times right before, it's like 6 days a week, right? There's no real days off. A lot of these guys were injured, didn't get to play. Sebastian's one of them there. Renell didn't make it into a game, probably a little bit injured. There's Baby Jack. Brian.
He was great out there, causing all kinds of trouble.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I got a medal for you. Kristen Izu.
Yep. Probably injured as well, didn't play.
But that gave us an opportunity to really see what
Give Merrick a
keeper
chance
could
to
do,
shine there, yeah.
And now to present the championship trophy trophy to the Northern
The captain in the background there.
May we call on the Northern Mariana Islands Football Association President Jerry Tan.
You know he wants to give this trophy away. Good moment for Russ. Great moment for the NMI men. To get ready, going to give it to their captain, Jaira.
Jair's worked really hard for this. He's over here at NMI all the time, coaching up the younger kids, getting his ref certifications, all sorts of great stuff, coaching licenses, everything. This guy.
Hey!
Nice.
U23 men's national team for their historic first win in the men's division in the Marianas Football
That's
Cup.
right. First ever Marianas Cup victory for the NMI.
We got the blue trophy in front of the guy with the blue shirt on. You almost can't see it.
It's a great moment for anyone who's been a part of the program.
And that concludes our Marianas
And that's
Football
what we've
Cup
got.
2023.
Holy
and on
cow.
behalf of the Northern Mariana Islands Football Association and GUAM Football Association.
Well, that's
thank
gonna
you
do
all
it for us,
watching
folks.
these 4 exciting
We got
soccer games.
all the presentations are done, all the games are done, all the action is over. That's our hometown team that just won both trophies. Man, let's talk about this a little bit, Trey. It's been a heck of a couple of days. 4 games up here in the box. Good to tell you, it's been a real treat being up here with you.
It's been awesome, Brad. I really appreciated having you up here, calling all those plays. You did a great job out there. It's not what I expected at all. I really thought that the boys didn't have a real good chance, and I didn't realize the ladies were going to be so dominant. I thought they had a pretty good chance. I knew they were pretty evenly matched with GUAM, but I'm just impressed with all the hard work that all of these players have put in, women and men, to really step up soccer in the CNMI, bring it to a new level, really take pride in what they're doing. This just goes a long way, far and beyond what we did in the past. And it's taking it to a new level, and I'm excited to see it.
Yeah, I think everybody is. And, not everybody's been there the whole way. Not everyone knows the whole history and the background to make it as exciting as it is right now. But I'll tell you what, even the people who just got here recently, who came out here to watch it, can appreciate how great all of these players were and what they had to overcome in each one of the matches. Whether it was some players who started off unsure and not really getting great touches, and battling back, coming back from adversity, coming back from an opening game loss to come back and win 3-0. To even Atlig out here for the ladies who had a rough start at the beginning, but then ended up cleaning it up and coming up with some great defensive stops when they needed her the most, sprinting across the field and bodying somebody up and then clearing it. It took everything they had and they gave it, and that was just impressive.
Yeah, no, everybody really didn't let mistakes get them down, kept playing hard, kept pushing through it. Everybody always makes mistakes, but the thing that really tells you who's going to win that game and who's going to be a champion is who can really put those behind them and just move forward and fix them as you go. And I think the NMI was able to do that on all fronts this 2 days.
Well, that's all we got. Oh, they got coach again.
Nice.
Well, gotta say, thanks to our sponsors, thanks to the volunteers. The people that we haven't thanked are the guys, the men and women who had the cameras going around. Got the production crew that did such a wonderful job. Again, this is the first time we've ever been able to do the soccer matches. So all of the camera angles is all the first time shot. These first 4 games are our first 4 games of working together. Sometimes we got some great stuff. Sometimes there's some room for improvement, some teachable moments. But I'll tell you what, we appreciated the comments that you guys had to offer to us. And we did the very best that we had. And we hope that you guys did it. And with all the work that they put out there, being on the field in that hot sun. At least we got a cover up here and we got some fans blowing the air around. But really, the crew was outstanding, and
They
we're
did a
really
stellar
thankful.
job. I really admire all the work that they put in. They're out there running all the cameras, making sure things are right, fixing them as they go. Yeah, they did a great job. I'm super proud of them.
Well, guys, that does it for us. The 2023 Marianas Cup is over, and the CNMI came out with 2 wins for the men and for the women, and it couldn't be any sweeter for the hometown fans. Folks, for Trey Dunn, for Jojo Alapuzzo, for the entire production crew, my name is Brad Rosal. It's been our pleasure to be here for you, and we'll see if we have any voice left when we wake up tomorrow. But it's been worth it to be out here presenting this to you. Have a great night, drive safe, and hopefully when you rewatch these games, you appreciate them and get to get some joy out of them watching them again. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for being here, and have a great night.
All right, thank you.
and